Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready?
From the campus of Archbishop Shaw High School in Marrero, Louisiana, it's Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian is celebrating 57 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi Bears. Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Good evening, alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Utzler, Gordon Abear, Danny Wimpron, I'm Kevin Fayard. Tonight, the Patriots, ranked number 1 in Class 5A by the Louisiana Sports Writers Association, take on the Shaw Eagles. The Patriots come into tonight's ballgame with a record of 5 wins and 0 losses and are 1-0 in Catholic League play. The Eagles are 2-3 on the season, and they are 0-2 in Catholic League play. Danny, the Patriots jump back into Catholic League play this week after beating Lake Placid out of Florida last weekend, 61-14. And tonight they have a great opportunity to improve on defense and special teams before getting into the meat of the Catholic League play versus Jesuit, Holy Cross, Rummel, and Brother Martin. But the offense, has carried the load all season and will have to do so for the remainder of the season. The offense is currently averaging 53 points a game. The 266 points scored on the season is the most among the schools in the New Orleans metro area. And the scary thing is, we haven't even opened up the playbook yet.
Are you talking about the other 2 plays? No, you're right, though, buddy. It's been a good season thus far for the offense. Defense has gotten a lot better. Special teams starting to really come on strong. So it's a great opportunity for us to just continue to get better each and every week. This week is no different, Just like we said last week against Lake Placid, let's be us. Let's do what we do. Play efficiently, play hard for 48 minutes, be physical, do the things that we're supposed to do, and we're going to be fine. Get out of this ball game with no injuries, and like you said, get into the kind of grunt of the Catholic League schedule for the next few weeks. But it's another great opportunity to play Shaw. You and I both wish they were the Shaw of old, but I think Shaw is starting to say, you know what, we're coming back. We need to do some things better, and we're going to keep continuing to coach these kids and continue to work hard. And for the Eagles, we'd like to see that. Back when we played, there was a formidable foe. They were a very good football team. We always enjoyed playing against them. So hopefully that's going to get back to a little bit of where they used to be, especially with this nice new stadium. We'll talk a little bit about that a little more. There's some things that still need to come. But it's nice to be up here in this press box and a new place for us to play. And the Patriots are taking on the Eagles. It's going to be a good one.
Yep. Again, we want to thank our pregame sponsors, Proud Yogi Bears, Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez. Proud Yogi Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. The Patriots lead the all-time series versus the Shaw Eagles, 11-1, I believe. And you were part of that one loss way back in 97, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
But last year the Patriots won the ball game 29-3. Coach JT is in the middle of his 51st season coaching the Patriots. His overall record is 587, 64-6. And for those keeping score at the house, the magic number to tie Coach McKissick is 34. And 35 more wins, he'll be the all-time winning coach in the history of the sport, no matter the level.
There you go. Got to get the job done. It all starts with tonight, and the Patriots are ready. They're all huddled up, saying their prayer in the back of the end zone. And I want to say thanks again for this opportunity to call the game, JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors, like we always say, for allowing us to do these things and to travel, and Robbie for setting up for us all the time. So It's going to be a nice 4 quarters of action. Obviously, can I tell you, it looks pretty darn dim out there. For those of you who don't know, Shaw's Stadium is new, and I think they need to get a few more things done, like some permanent bathrooms, some permanent lights. Right now they have all of these lights set up on generators. It's all just temporary lighting, and the field is pretty dark. So if you're seeing that on the screen, it's because of the temporary lighting. There's nothing permanent out there, and they got to play on it too, so we do what we do.
Kind of wavy, too. Usually a field, the grass has a crown in the middle.
Yeah.
It goes down. It has a little bit of a crown in the middle, but then about just under the numbers, it's hard to tell on the TV on your screen, it waves between the numbers and the sideline.
And from what we're hearing on our sideline from those little stands that you see on the screen is that it's almost hard to see past the crown to see the players unless you're not sitting all the way up at the other side.
If you listen to us on the live broadcast, feel free to interact with Danny and I tonight. Send us a text to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. We'll give you a shout-out. Matter of fact, we've got a few here. Of course, as always, Jeff Bonet, class of 95. He's listening to us in Ponchatoula. And Big Barry, he's from the house. He's not in the hunting camp this week. He's listening to us at the house. And then Chris Filato, checking in at home across the West Bank Expressway. He says, let's go Patriots. We agree with that. The Eagles have already taken the field. They're in white helmets and like charcoal uniforms, top and bottom with green numbers. So we'll do the best we can to identify because it is dark. And dark numbers on a charcoal jersey with the lights kind of low. It's going to be kind of interesting.
Tell you what,
we'll do the best we can, though.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this. It's very dark on the field. Like it's even hard to see our white numbers. I mean, on our white jerseys, it's hard to see our dark numbers with these lights. There's only 2 sets of temporary lights on the far side of the field. Here, on our side, Kevin, I can't tell what we have, but it's obviously not enough. And honestly, I really think that gap in the stands was probably for 2 more lights.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, standard, the light standards.
But I don't know why they're not here.
And where I'm standing in front of me is a window screen. Besides tinted windows, is a screen. So
yeah. Let me tell you something.
Robert's trying to keep the lights and the press bags off, but they keep coming back on, so we'll see. But we'll figure it out.
A little motion sensor, I guess.
Yeah, let's go to work.
All right, let's toss it down to Coach JT and the boys.
All right, now look, hey, don't relax here. Come out ready to play physical. Let's go get it.
And here come your Fighting Patriots, John Curtis Christian School, as they take the east sideline. The Patriots are in their white helmets, white jerseys, and blue pants. And, we've been on the road a lot this year. We only wore all blue at home, our home uniforms twice. Mm-hmm. Opening game against Carr, we went all white. But I noticed on the road, we've been wearing more of the white tops of the blue bottoms, and I kind of like that look.
Yeah, it definitely looks sharp. What Coach JT is saying, Kevin, is don't become complacent. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Go out there. Play sharp for 24 minutes first, come out, finish the other 24 off the right way. But you got to get out there, play sharp, be physical, and do the things that we need to do to be successful. We got to start it off right, and let's see what the Patriots are all about tonight, Kevin. And the referees are approaching the 50-yard line. We're going to do the coin flip, and we'll let you know if we're going to be on offense or defense. But either way, Kevin, you have to set the tempo of the ball game. You got to come out here, start fast, start physical, and let them know who's going to show up.
The captains for the Patriots tonight, number 89, Artis Buckley, number 90, Teasman Trufant, and number 13, Joel Taylor. They'll be the captains for the Patriots. And we'll pause for prayer in the national anthem.
Before we take the field tonight, we'd like to give you thanks for all the blessings in our life and for giving us what it takes to play this game that we so love, with hits, passes, runs, with cheer, and with dance. Thank you for watching from above and letting us have such fun in this oratory. Please let us show self-control in all we say and do. Please keep all of our players on our team safe and whole. Bless all those who give their time and talent and treasure to help us play this game. Bless the ones who cheer our lives and loudly scream our names. May we learn to be the men and women you created us to be. Thank you again for the chance to play for your honor and glory. We make this prayer in the name of Jesus, our Lord. Amen. St. John Bosco, Mary, help a Christian. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com alongside Danny Wimpron and Kevin Fayard. Happy to have you guys listen to us on the live broadcast. Want to give a shout out to Angela's grandma. She's reaching out to us early tonight.
Graham.
And number 48, go Patriots. We appreciate all you guys listening to us. Captains are coming out to the field.
Funny story, Kevin. I was at Desi Vegas Burgers last night, and I believe, forgot the husband's name, I apologize, but David Mangino's sister was there.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she said Gigi, and they asked me, are you the voice of the Patriots? I said, no, I'm not that good. I wish. But they said, no, we recognize your voice. I said, no, that's good. And they introduced themselves. I said, man, thank you so much for coming to say hello.
Awesome.
And they wanted to say thanks for you, keeping David's memory alive at the end of the game, and of course us broadcasting. But I appreciate them coming over and saying hello, and it was nice to meet them. So if you guys are listening, appreciate it. Let us know if you are.
You know what would have been funny? After they asked you that, you just said, no, I do the color, and you just start ripping off the ads that you just normally do. Just most teams,
right.
and say the ads in full.
That's right. You said, does this sound familiar?
That's funny. The Shaw Band is making its way off the field right now. The captains are at midfield. And it looks like the Patriots offense has won the toss and elected to receive, so we'll be defending the south end zone going right to left. You know what? Why not? The strength of our ball club's offense, get the ball. You know what? Let's go do it.
That's what I mean. No matter what it is, who wins the toss, that series, if it's offense, defense, whatever it is, and then of course special teams starting it off, go ahead and set the tempo of the ball game. Let them know who showed up tonight. Let them know it's all about business.
You know, I said in the pregame, the Patriots are averaging 53 points a game scoring. Rush going into last week, I didn't figure out the numbers. Going into last week's game, the Patriots are averaging 399 yards on the ground. The official stats didn't come out, but I asked Lee, because Lee Edmondson does the stats for us on the sideline. Do you know we had 226 yards rushing in the first half alone and finished somewhere around 329 for the ball game?
That's pretty strong.
You average 350, 400 yards per game rushing. You're putting some points on the board.
No doubt about it.
266 to this date. So
you're establishing that line of scrimmage offensively for sure. Got to give it up to those big bodies up front. They've played extremely well, and hopefully tonight's no different. They come up, open some big holes, have a lot of explosive plays like we've seen over the last few weeks, and get some points on the board early.
Deep for the Patriots. Far side half pass will be Shane Goins. The middle back will be Corey Wren. The near side will be Davis. And I'm trying to identify the kicker, and it's real hard with the screen in front of me with a dark uniform and a dark jersey number. Danny, looks like your old number 18.
Let's see.
Dawson Donahue.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. You know, supposedly that's going to change next year. Schools were nationwide through the Federation were warned that, hey, listen, dark and home uniforms, you have to have contrasting numbers on the jersey. So these charcoal uniforms with dark numbers,
right,
they got to have like a brighter green,
that's right,
or a white number with some kind of fluorescent color. But the days of calling those Landy Walker games, all them colorful uniforms, you can't read the numbers, will be over next year.
Yeah.
We'll give a shout out to Malcolm Ogeron. Listen to us out in Bro Bridge. We're seconds away from kickoff here. The Eagles will kick it off left to right. Donahue squibs it. And the Patriots fall on it at the 24-yard line. That's what will take it over 1st and 10.
Oh, Kevin, I got a shout out from Coach Christie. She said, without y'all's live broadcast, myself, Remy, Sierra, Sacco wouldn't be able to watch the game as we drive to Houston to play some softball this weekend. Appreciate that. Glad you guys are listening, and good luck this weekend.
And we'll talk about the volleyball team a little bit, too. Those ladies are doing really well. 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 24. First play of the ball game. Guggenheim on the center. We'll go to the right, and he hands it off. And it's going to be a foot race and gone. Goins gone. Shane Goins on the first play of the ball game, 76 yards untouched. Patriots, just like that, lead 6-0.
Not too bad, Kevin. You start a game off like that. Nice job by the Patriots. Obviously blocking well up front. Doing the job, getting it done. Great job right there by the Patriots scoring. You can't say any earlier than that. Good job. First play from scrimmage, making it happen.
If you remember last week, he took off 73 yards on the very first play from scrimmage.
Unreal. Kevin, you can run an offense as efficiently as that one. That's
and we get the muddle huddle again for the second week in a row. The Patriots get 2 points. That's the third time we've done it all year. You would think. I know Shaw's mismatched, but at least line up and cover.
Yeah, you got to at least get over there. Yeah, if you miss the line, you know we're going to take it. If you have the numbers, you know, we'll just go over there and kick the extra point and go on about our business. That's the way it is. It's all, like I said, in plenty of weeks, it's all about the numbers game. Being able to count, see how many you have over there. If they cover it, we go ahead and kick the extra point. If not, go ahead and do what we do right there.
Well, how about this, Danny? That's a one-play drive, 76 yards in distance, 13 seconds off the clock. Shane Goins with a 76-yard touchdown run. And Guggenheim with the model huddle getting an extra 2 points. So 11:46 to go in the first quarter. It's the Patriots 8, the Eagles 0.
Not too shabby right there, my brother. For that first scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Moe's Pizza, John Curtis Christian alum Jeff Arsman and his wife Lisa. Jeff's, of course, class of 1986. They're located at 1112 Avenue H, not far from here in West Wego. Give them a call, 341-9650. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagnas, meatballs, spaghetti, muffaladas.
McCready's kick. Be fielded at the 5-yard line, coming near side, 15. Breaks a tackle against 20, and he's going to be tackled around the 37-yard line. Nice return there. I didn't see who the return man was, but it's a decent return for the Eagles, and they'll have it 1st and 10 there. Go ahead, Danny.
Visit the website at moespizzanola.com. Give them a call, 341-9650. Jeff Arsman, Moe's Pizza. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Well,
Kevin, we say like we always do, kick in the end zone. Don't give an opportunity. You'd like to see if we could go out there, put a hat on the hat, pin them inside the 20. But just once again, we weren't able to do it. They get their offense in a pretty darn good field position to start.
Well, Big Wiggles back up in the nose guard to start the game the week. It's Big E, so we're glad to have him back. So number 4 is the quarterback for them. This could be Edinburgh. He'll hand it off to the running back off the right side and nowhere. And Danny, that's what we were talking about all season to date while Big E was gone. He fills both the A-gap on the right and left side of the center. And unlike in previous weeks where the running back gained 15 to 20, 30 yards on it, Big E said, nope.
Yep.
Dropped him.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You got pressure right in your face, so of course he's able to use his hands. Just extend and be able to see where he needs to go and release. He's just a dominant force right there in the middle. Good job by him on the first running play.
I believe this is a buddy that gave us a text. He's watching from Tennessee. Going to watch the Vols tomorrow, so good luck to you guys and hope Brandon plays well. Edinburgh rolls his left, fires a pass out the flat. It's going to be a little too short, incomplete. Third down and 10.
Didn't have much on that pass, Kevin. It barely got there, kind of skipped in front of him. Receiver didn't really have a chance. And, of course, that's a tougher throw for a right-handed quarterback to be rolling to his left and make the throw.
Here's something interesting. This is a starting quarterback tonight. He's a freshman. Their senior quarterback who started against us the last 3 years is on the bench. I don't know if he's injured or hurt, but he's not playing. It's like actually 5 starters for Shaw on the side.
We've seen a few guys out there on the sideline. Going to try to figure out what's going on down there a little bit more throughout the game. I'm not sure if their coach just sat him out or what.
2 receivers to the left and to the right. Edinburgh steps up in the pocket, fires over the middle. It's going to be almost intercepted. And the Patriot defense forces a 3 and out.
Good job right there. Obviously, like you mentioned, Kevin, going to force the punt here. Shaw's going to do the smart and safe thing. And good thing about it is, Kevin, after that kickoff return, they didn't gain an inch. A good job right there by the defense making it happen.
All right, let's see who goes back for the Patriots here. It's going to be Corey Wren and Spann. They're going to stand around the 30. Nice kick. Wren from the 30. Busts it to the right, to the 40, 45. He's getting to the sideline, and he gone. Not even close. 70-yard punt return, and just like that, with 10:30 to go in the quarter, the Patriots extend the lead. 14-0, the PAT. And we haven't had a punt return in at least 2 years for a touchdown. It's been nice.
That's good to see. It really is good to see, Kevin. The middle just kind of opened up, and when you have a fearless punt returner that has a lot of speed, he can get down there, hit it quickly, and that thing just kind of opened up. And, of course, the rest was all him using his speed, beating him to the corner all the way to the end zone. Great job. Nice return. Good setup right there by the return team, and 6 more points for the Patriots.
Kind of almost like more of a middle return, and then he's kind of bouncing to the right, and with his world-class speed, no offense to the Shaw guys, but the poor kid going to catch score.
No doubt about it. No, we always know that if he can get to the sideline and somebody's just got a small angle on him, they're not going to get him.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So with 10:29 to go in the first quarter, the Patriots lead the Eagles 15-0.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Anytime Fitness in Metairie. Go check them out, 5200 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie, 70,006. Give them a call, 504-218-4814. Of course, the owners are John Curtis Christian alums, Damon Lepper and Janice Toops Lepper. They're offering 24/7 access to over 4,000 clubs worldwide. They have cardio equipment, strength training equipment, free weights, personal training, small group classes. And you know what? Tell them the Patriot Nation, mention Patriot Nation. Tell them Danny, Kevin, and Robbie sent you, and they'll sign up. When you sign up, you'll receive free enrollment and 10% off your monthly membership dues. So Anytime Fitness, go check them out, 5200 Veterans Boulevard in Metairie. It's 504-218-4814. Anytime Fitness in Metairie. Appreciate your support of the Patriots.
McCready to kick it off right to left. See if we can get in the end zone, or at least we can get a better job covering. And that kick will roll into the end zone for a touchback. Actually, and I said a couple years, it actually was last year. A listener said Holy Cross last year, and he's right. I was thinking it was Corey Wren, and Corey Wren took it to the house on a punt return. And that game was played at Bernalino. And it's Cody Schecksnyder. Listen to us. Mississippi State is in Knoxville. I forgot the Dogs are playing the ball, so thank you, Cody, for watching as always. And then Malcolm Ogeron is saying that Tyler Nichols is a starter, which, we knew that, but he's hurt. Okay, well, we appreciate that. I thought a little odd that he would be starting tonight. So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here we go. Come on, defense.
2 receivers to the left, got a slant near side. Edinburgh out of shotgun, going to hand it off to the running back. Comes near side. Martin forcing back inside. Tackle for a loss. Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
Hey, Kevin, I don't know about the size of the Shaw offensive line, but, we've played some pretty good lines over the past few weeks. Some kids that had some really good size, and obviously that was without the big man up front right in the middle. But so far tonight, just after seeing a few plays, look like we're doing okay.
Yeah, Langford was the running back. He lost the yard, 2nd down and 11.
Kevin got a shout out from Juan and Mike Maples watching at Jean Lafitte Harbor.
Awesome.
Cool.
love that place. They'll stay in the shotgun. Edinburgh takes the pass from center, hands it off to the running back. Same running back, and he gets it to the original line of scrimmage. Let's give him one. That's going to be Langford again. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Question here, what happened to the wall on returns? Well, that's a great question. In recent years, the fad has now come down to high school football where LSU fans would call it punt ugly because LSU didn't look ugly doing it, where they spread everybody out. And these more athletic teams, it's hard for us to do the walls to the left and the right with the way the punt teams are aligned. If it's a tight punt formation, you can get the walls. The way to spread like that, then you can't do that. So really, more middle return is the best way to attack that kind of punt.
And another thing about it is, Kevin, there are no more crackback blocks.
True.
So you can't, on punt team, I never really called it a crackback, but on those blocks where you couldn't really see a guy and he came and waylaid you, you can't do that anymore either. They changed that rule. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
No more crackback blocks. So those big blow-up blocks on punt return where you used to try to bring the wall to the ball and the ball to the wall, you don't really have that anymore. But also, like Kevin mentioned, as it's spread out, it's really tougher to get that everybody falling in line.
Edinburgh completed a pass. As he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage, it'll be 4th down and long. They'll punt it again. Now we got 25. That's going to be Morgan. Remember, we misidentified him a couple weeks back. But that's going to be Span fields it, and he crosses midfield to the around the 38, 39-yard line of Shaw. Well, they'll take it over 1st and 10 with about 8:10 to go in the first period.
Great job once again, Kevin. The defense just coming up huge, making it happen, and forcing the punt once again, because you never know throughout the course of a season the depth that we talk about all the time defensively, the front, who's going to show up and play. So far, the defense has played really well. Forced 2 punts, and again, we're playing on their side of the 50.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the plus 39-yard line. Guggenheim, the quarterback, Rin, the near side halfback, Goings, the right side, ball in that right hash mark. Guggenheim, he's going to keep it, comes near side, and he's going to score. Nobody's going to touch him.
Got it. Good job outside, running the receiver off again. Excuse me, the DB off. He had no clue. Great job by the big bodies up front, Kevin. Good read by Guggenheim, and it's another house call for the Patriots.
Danny, how's this? 2 offensive plays, touchdowns, and a punt return. 3 times the Patriots have touched the ball. We're putting 6 on the board.
Couldn't get much better than that, buddy. It's good to see. They've got to get some of, not right now, of course, but got to get some of those younger guys in the ball game as this thing progresses. And, because like we mentioned, we're talking about the depth, getting some of those younger guys in, keeping some of these older guys healthy. And I tell you what, I thought it was going to be nice and cool today. Really wasn't too cool when we were walking on the field earlier.
But it's nice and cool here in the press box.
It is.
And McCready nails the PAT. So with 8:01 to go in the first period, it's now the Patriots 22, the Eagles 0.
What day was that this week, Kevin? It was really nice. It was like I think it was in the 70s or something. It felt really good, and then all of a sudden, last few days, it's been really, really hot again.
Yeah.
For that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Gene Lafitte Harbor. They offer a wide range of services and rentals such as bow or rod and reel fishing charters, RV campground rentals with 30 and 50 amp hookups, cabin rentals for small and large groups, airboat swamp tours, boat storage and boat slips, workboat rentals, pavilion rentals for hosting fishing rodeo fundraisers. They have a fully stocked hardware store and marina. And of course, new this year, you can dine in at the Barge restaurant for breakfast or lunch. For more details, visit GeneLafitteHarbor.com or contact John Curtis Christian alum Shaw Cuevas, class of 05, at 504-689-2013. Gene Lafitte Harbor, appreciate your support of the Patriots.
8:01 to go in the first period. The Patriots 22, the Eagles 0. McCready kicking it off.
I got a funny story for you after this.
I got some interesting text to read to you as well. And McCready's kicking and going to the end zone for a touchback. All right, you first.
Well, I just read the sponsor, Gene Lafitte Harbor, and earlier this week we're watching TV at home, and Baylor's saying, Shaw Cuevas. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the broadcast? And he goes, no, Shaw Cuevas, he's in my class. And I said, that's right. Shaw has a son. His name's Shaw also. And it was just funny how, I'm thinking of the broadcast, and right. I forgot, of course, he has a son that's my son's age. And Baylor said, most of the time you hear kids and they say the first name. They don't say both names.
Sure.
And I thought it was funny. But, yeah, keeping it in the family, boy.
I'll give a shout here to Coach Beeve. He's listening to us on the broadcast. Said he couldn't make it to the game. His daughter hit his keys.
What?
That's what he says. First and 10 Eagles from their own 20. They can hand it off to the running back up the middle. And I tell you what, Big E's presence is huge. They stop him for no gain, second down at 10. That is going to be, let me see, the running back is going to be number 5. I believe it's 5. His jersey's kind of crumpled. Yeah, let's see. 5, yeah, Dolce, Angelo Dolce. Let's see, we've got a member here of the class of 83 watching from Seattle. 57 degrees from the innermost city. If you don't mind, text us back, give us your name. We'll give you a shout out. We don't have caller ID, so it's important you guys put your name. But a fellow Patriot up in Seattle's watching us.
All over the place, big boy.
Yep.
That's what my sister and my brother-in-law watching us from up there in Seattle.
Hey, the first completion of the night for the Eagles. About a gain of maybe 6.
Nice little throw and catch right there by the Shaw Eagles, getting it out of his hands on time. And then, of course, we like when the Patriots drop him right away like that.
Gordon, we'll come to you after this play. We'll come to you. We just want to get a feel for what it's like down there on the sideline.
Well, the band's still striking it up, Kevin, sounding good. And you see the cheerleaders and the dance team down there firing it up. And
it's way early, but you know what I like? I know Shaw's mismatched, but we're just coming out here and just laying the wood.
Yeah, the tempo's still there.
Let's not mess around.
That's right. Yeah, the tempo's still there. Our sidelines are up. The guys look like they're excited and they're ready to play, and we're taking care of business.
Edinburgh takes the pass from center, fires a pass near side, and incomplete. A little high.
Thomas?
Yep, Thomas on the coverage. So with 6:25 to go in the quarter, it'll be 4th down and a long 4.
I think that was Thomas last week that had a pick, and we may have misidentified that and said Stipe, so I apologize for that. Thomas did a good job last week, and honestly, these DBs I think are getting better as the weeks go on. But good job by those guys, again, forcing another punt.
All right, Morgan is the near side halfback, span the far side. And punts and go out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Oh my goodness. They got spotted at the Shaw 34-yard line. He barely got a first down on the punt.
Sometimes it happens like that. Fortunately for us, it wasn't us. Patriots get the ball. Great field position once again. Looks like it's going to be, where are we at, 38?
No,
33?
34.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it is a dark field out there. I don't know if they could see that on the picture, but man, from up here in the press box, it is seriously dark out there.
Guggenheim, the quarterback, 3-set drop, fires over the middle. It's going to be caught by Ogeron, and he's going to score.
Nice job right there. Colin looked like he took a 3-step drop. Then he kind of hesitated, hustled a little bit. Obviously read it, did a good job of putting it on him. And Ogeron did the rest, putting that thing in the end zone. Nice job right there again. And obviously good job up front by the big boys, making the blocks, holding firm. And it's Kevin, you know as well as I do, on a 90 game, which was what I thought that was, it's hard to hold your blocks for very long. Quarterback sits back there, making his reads, trying to get the ball away. It's not very easy to hold blocks in a 90 game, 3-step drop. So a good job by those guys knowing what they needed to do. Colin got rid of it, found Ogeron, and obviously Ogeron's a guy that we've liked this year a lot. Saw him a couple weeks ago coming off of the edge on defense, and then obviously is a good weapon for us at tight end.
Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So with 6:06 to go in the first quarter, it's the Patriots 29, the Eagles 0. Danny, that was a one-play drive, 34 yards in distance, 9 seconds off the clock. The previous drive was one play, 39 yards, 9 seconds. The Patriots have touched the ball 4 times, 3 on offense and a punt return in 6 points. I mean, that's batting 1,000 there.
Well, obviously, Kevin, we know that we're going to get all our sponsors in. But for that scoring drive, I want to kind of take a step back and say that our thoughts and prayers are with Lindsey Godfrey. Coach Jerry's not at the game. He's texting me a little bit and wanted to know where the game was. And unfortunately, Lindsey's mom unexpectedly, Miss Ingrid, she passed away. And, of course, our thoughts and prayers are with Lindsey and her family. And, She is a Patriot, and we're thinking about you guys, and we love you.
Yeah.
And so it's don't really have the words, Kevin, but it's one of those things where we're thinking about you guys. We love you, and of course, if there's anything you need, we're here.
Hey man, I was going to say something, but I thought not because I didn't know if it's public. So I'm glad he texted you to tell you that and let it. Now it's official. But I'm sorry to hear about that. 6:05 to go in the first. The Patriots kicking off again, right to left, and Danny, we're going to start seeing the second units coming in pretty soon.
No doubt about it.
And defense.
I think I see some second guys in already on kickoff team, and up 29-0 this early. I mean, Kevin, Shaw's. They're not a terrible football team, but I can't remember being up 29-0 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
No, but if you remember,
it's pretty serious.
2 years ago, against Shaw being mismatched, it was 21-0 in the middle of the first quarter, and from that point forward, or actually after the first quarter, the second quarter, and all through the halftime, the second half, clock continued to run.
Right.
And actually, we only beat Shaw 29-3 last year. It was 29-0 at halftime for the same reason. They ran the clock in the second and the whole second half. We didn't have the ball much, and we just got out of there. And I would think at some point that's going to happen again tonight. 1st and 10, Eagles from their own 20. 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. They can hand it off to the running back. He's going to go to the left side of the center, but Big E wraps him up after 1 yard. Here's some more comments here. Temporary visitors stands, is that how it's going to remain? We don't know.
Yeah, I hope not.
It's our first time here. Another listener, hey, the DBs will be challenged in upcoming weeks for sure. Yep, that's without a doubt. And here's another question. How's the passing game compared to last year?
For us?
Yeah.
Well, I think, here's the thing. The way that we run the football, I mean, this has always been, I guess, my little point to make is that we don't need to throw the football. You just need to be able and efficient enough to throw the football because you don't want to be have an unbalanced attack and just be one-sided. So, our passing attack now, of course, we're very capable with the senior quarterback, a very good offensive line, good receivers, good running backs to go out there and block, and, of course, catch the ball out the backfield. But we don't really need to throw the ball that much. If we're running the football the way that we've been running the football, you don't need to throw the ball at all. We're killing people on the ground. And, of course, and I even do this it's funny, Kevin, how football, no matter what age you are, I'll come to it right after this play.
Oh, go ahead. It was a loss of 2 in the previous play. 3rd down and 11. Edinburgh's going to roll to his left, fire a pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Juggled out of bounds to be 4th down and 11. Go ahead to your point, Danny.
Yeah, it's funny that even coaching at Little Farms, my 5- and 6-year-old, Bale is 6 and Madden 7, he's playing in 7 and 8s. Sometimes you'll throw the football, and, of course, even more so when they're that young, they throw a pick. And I'm thinking to myself, why the heck did I do that? We're running the ball down their throats. If I hand it to a couple kids on the team, we're scoring almost every time we touch the ball. Why the heck did I throw the ball? And it's kind of more the same here. You don't want to force yourself into a bad situation if you don't have to.
Oh,
they're going to call that.
Morgan knelt the ball. He fielded the ball like a ground ball at the 45-yard line of the Patriots. He knelt it down, which stopped the play, and Shaw Eagle plowed into him. And there's going to be a flag for that.
And I'll just say real quick the rest of it. You just need to have the ability to do it when you need to, Kevin, which is what I liked a couple weeks ago or last week when we threw the ball deep in our territory early in the first half, because you have to work on those things. You have to do the 2-minute drill in practice. You have to work on it early in the season because guess what? Late in the playoff state championship game, you have to be able to do it.
Well, I'll say this. We probably are the most balanced on offense as far as passing the ball that we've been in a long time.
Right.
Season to date. Now, we got a lot of football to be played and can get better, and I think we will get better. Mm-hmm. Compared to last year this time, at best, I'd rate us a C, worse a D. Colin has missed some guys open. He's hit a few passes here and there. We just haven't been consistent throwing the ball when we try to.
Right.
So
we have to be more efficient doing so.
I think we will be, though, and we're starting to get better with that. Taylor is now at quarterback. And for the first time, we don't score. But we gained a few yards. The ball was at the 40-yard line and to the 35, so gain of 5.
And obviously, you and I like seeing Taylor in the ball game early. He needs those reps for later in the future. We've talked about McCready going into the game and doing some things. I don't really like our starting kicker playing quarterback or starting punter if he doesn't have to. And obviously, Taylor has shown a lot of ability over the last few weeks that he's gone in there. So obviously, McCready doesn't have to.
Yep.
It's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 5. Taylor goes to his right, hands it off. Nope, he fakes it. And that's going to be Ward. Ward's around the corner. And we'll have another 1st down.
Good job running the offense right there. You know,
well,
you get a young guy in there, Kevin, trust me, I've been there, done that. You get a young guy in there, there's not a lot of them that are going to pull it and pitch it. You might see a lot of them pull it. When it comes to pitching, you might be a little nervous to do so. He did a good job of getting it out to the edge, seeing it, finding it, pitching it out there, getting some extra yardage. Nice 1st down game for the Patriots.
Got it to the 21, gain of 14, 1st and 10 Patriots. Ball's going to stand at right hash mark. Taylor hands it off to Ward over to the center, and he's going to fight hard near the 15-yard line.
Hey, Kevin, the one thing I want to say here is
Go ahead.
I like to see the offensive linemen getting off their blocks and getting this. Sometimes, because it's so dark on the field tonight, I've almost thought that the running back has squirted out, but actually that's a lineman going up to the 2nd and 3rd level, trying to get a chip, trying to get involved, get a block downfield. I really like to see those guys climbing the ladder, getting over there, and doing what they need to do, hustling for their guys in the backfield.
2nd down and about 5. They're going to keep the ball in that right hash mark. Taylor in the center. He's going to hand it off to Ward over the center. He's fighting hard and pumping his feet. He's going to get it to around the 12-yard line. Will be 3rd down and about a long 1.5.
Shaw's defense is working hard. We're rotating guys in and out. Kevin, looks like we may have put our 2nd line in totally, or maybe somebody else. I'm not sure. Maybe the 1st line came back in to kick the field goal is what
we're going to kick
saying.
it on 3rd down.
Yep.
It'll be a 30-yarder from the right hash mark. McCready to kick it. Googs to hold it. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes to go in the 1st period, the Patriots extended lead 32-0 on a 30-yard field goal by McCready.
And that goes to a little bit more of what we were saying about having to throw the football. You don't want to have to kick long field goals. You don't want to have to go in late at the game and try to kick a field goal to win it. But guess what? That's football. Sometimes you got to do it. So you have to be able to show that you have the confidence in the kicker to be able to go out there, have ice in his veins, not think about anything, put the ball through the uprights, make it happen for the win. Yep. So I like the opportunity of going out there in the middle of the game saying, you know what? We're going to kick the field goal. We're already up 29-0. Let's just go out there and try to make it happen.
Well, I said in the pregame, we haven't even opened up the playbook yet. There are passes that worked last year against certain teams in the Catholic League and even against Evangel. And actually against Catholic last year. And I'm not going to mention it because I know the visitors are scouting and stuff. Let them watch that on film. But we haven't even thrown it yet. Right. So that's what's scary. We haven't even opened up a playbook
Not
fully.
At all. Not at all.
And we're already averaging 53 points right now. We have 32. I don't know if that's going to continue tonight. I would assume they're going to start running the clock pretty soon, but we'll see.
Gosh, I hope so. No offense, but.
And the kick is going to be short.
I tell you what, a short kick, Kevin, but a good job of our kicking team getting down there in a hurry.
Yes.
Making the tackle. Sometimes those can be dangerous when those up back guys get it early and they could kind of hit it north with some speed. He never really had a chance to get going.
Like the 25-yard lines where they're going to spot it. Here's a question. Now, I don't know this because we don't kick a lot of them. What's the longest field goal the Patriots have ever attempted and made?
Well, last week, McCready attempted a,
57, but he got it from 51, but the penalties.
That's right, yeah, but last week my point is when I saw him going out there for 57, I thought the same thing, like, when would we ever had to attempt something this long or would we have made something that long? So
well, we don't keep records, so
if I had to guess, now I'm just totally guessing here, but I'd say somewhere around 50 yards.
Close.
And maybe a tiny bit more.
They hand it up to the running back up the middle. Maybe a gain of 1 to the 26. Big E's up there again.
And the thing about us, Kevin, is thank goodness we haven't had to be put in that position more.
Well, let's just think about this. Probably the first best kicker we had was Oscar Spear, late 70s, early 80s. Then probably Chris Jackson will be the next great kicker. And then, Shaq Snyder wasn't too bad.
Shaq Snyder was a good kicker, but he's probably a better punter than he was a kicker.
Right, but then McCready could get 45, so we really haven't had the opportunity to do that.
Nope. Yeah.
Anything more than field goal kickers either.
Anything more than 50 yards is a heck of a kick for a high school kid, I can tell you. And but like I said, most of the time we're not winning games by 1, 2, or 3 points. We're we're out there putting it on them. So, yeah, I would imagine somewhere around 50.
Yeah, the referee stopped the play there. And that's one problem by us not keeping records. It's all speculation and guessing. We don't know.
Well, that's all right.
It'd be nice for me to flip to a manual and go, well, here's the answer for you.
Because in 20 years, you could be telling kids that you got all the receiving records. You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
I don't.
Yeah, you could tell them.
In practice.
That's right.
In practice, maybe.
That's right. Did I tell you about that guy at Memphis we called Too Cold? Did I tell you that story?
No.
He was a walk-on, and he had a towel, 5 wristbands, ankle spatted, wrist tape, and we called him Too Cold. And at practice on Team D, we'd go out there and we'd try to get him all riled up, and he'd run like these double, triple, quadruple move routes where, of course, the quarterback's getting sacked 5 seconds before this, but we'd be yelling, Too Cold, you got him, Too Cold. And all of a sudden, he'd make like this great catch, like 12 seconds after the ball was snapped. And like I said, when obviously he would be snapped, and the whole team would like go crazy. It was awesome. It was funny.
The Patriots were offsides on that previous play, and then they completed it to Williams for a short gain. So it's going to be 3rd down, and let's call it a long 2.
My point is, he's telling his kids right now that we need him Too Cold because he was out there doing it in the game.
Well, after 1 quarter of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 32, the Archbishop Shaw Eagles 0.
Kevin, for that first quarter of action, I want to say thank you to Kel Kopecki. He's the broker owner at Exit Realty Nola Premier. They're a full-service brokerage firm, residential, commercial, and leasing. They have cutting-edge tech to help buyers and sellers. They offer retirement and beneficiary benefits for all their agents. Well, check them out, Exit Realty Nola Premier, 2200 Veterans Boulevard, Suite 206 in Kenner. Give them a call, 298-3948. Visit the website, exitrealtynola.com, 298-3948, Exit Realty Nola Premier. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Well, I'm going to go real fast on the score and recap. Based on the first play of the game, Shane Goins, 76-yard touchdown run. Had a model huddle, got 2 points. We're up 8-0. After a 3-and-out, the defense held the Eagles' Corey Wren on a punt return, 70 yards. PT made it 15-0. Then after another 3-and-out, the Patriots got the ball. Guggenheim had a 39-yard touchdown run. McCready added a PT, made it 22-0. Then Guggenheim hit Ogeron for 34 yards out. PT made it 29-0. And then with 2 minutes to go in the quarter, McCready hit a 30-yard field goal to make it 32-0. And that's where we stand here on the first play of the second quarter. They can hand it off to the running back on the right side. That's the best play of the game. Has a first down. And I believe that is number 5.
Kevin, I want to remind everybody out there that if they're watching on YouTube, you need to subscribe to our channel. So on your computer, sign into YouTube, go to the video whose channel you want to subscribe to, obviously ours, and under the video player, click subscribe. And, of course, you'll get plenty of special messages from us or upcoming events and things like that. But I'm not big on social media, Kevin, so I don't know, but supposedly the more subscribers you get, the better for the school.
Well, now that when Robbie puts the link out, it automatically sends it to you via email, so you get
beautiful
notification that
comes right to you.
The game's about to start. Yeah. 1st and 10. Eagles from their own 40-yard line, and they're going to call a timeout. They're a little confused. So 11:22 to go in the half. Timeout Eagles is the Patriots 32, the Eagles 0.
For that timeout in action, Kevin, I want to say thank you to Yaya's Comfort Food. Go check them out, 2317 Hickory Avenue right there in Harahan. Give them a call, 575-3434. But for your next breakfast, lunch, please check them out because you will be back. You'll probably see us there munching down on some nice things. And, of course, don't forget about them over the weekend. They definitely have some nice weekend breakfast specials and things like that. Go to yayascomfortfood.com, 575-3434, 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan. I tell you what, it's a family thing, and we love it.
Well, the clock's not running, so I guess Shaw elected right now not to keep running. So we'll see what happens maybe the second half.
Well, I think we actually went in there and asked, hey, do y'all want to start running the clock? They may have pushed it down there, and like happened a couple weeks ago, they may have said, not yet. We'll see. But which I'm not mad at that this early in the game. Get your guys some offensive snaps. See what you can do offensively before you throw in the towel. And obviously this is their best drive of the night.
Yep. Edinburgh hands it off to the running back, and he goes nowhere.
Boom.
Number 97 with the tackle. That's going to be, let's identify him. Siobhan Lane.
And that's
Loss
number 41.
one.
Who's that?
Williams.
Jashawn Williams.
Yeah.
As well. With that big long. Look at that towel he's got. That thing's hanging down to his calves, man.
Oh yeah.
That looks like one of those 1980s flags you used to wear in the front.
That's true. I did during practice.
That's right.
2nd down and 11, loss of 1. 10:40 in counting. We're in the 2nd quarter.
Isn't it funny how you look back on all of your old jersey choices?
Oh yeah.
Things you wore, you're like, man, what were we thinking?
Edinburgh rolls near sign, and he's going to be sacked.
Smashed.
Oh, my goodness.
Matt Jane
got him, sure did.
came in strong, put a hat on him. But I tell you what, if I could say this, Kevin, over the last few weeks, of course, Jane had not been playing the first few weeks of the game, but over the last 2 or 3 weeks that he has been playing, I think it's only been 2.
Yeah.
But he's probably the most sure tackler that we
He is.
have inside. Being able to put a hat on a guy, wrap up, drive through him. He's a really good senior tackler and obviously leader over there.
And we missed that and Big E's ability because Big E, I hate to beat a dead horse, but he takes up both those gaps, but he's very sure-handed and he can stop those guys at the line of scrimmage since they've been playing last week and then tonight together so far. I know it's an inferior ball club. There's a run to the right and get it to the 39-yard line to be 4th down.
Yep.
But they're getting guys on the ground.
I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
But then Matt's he's a senior.
Right.
He's got leadership. His presence on the field has helped those younger guys out tremendously.
No doubt about it. And like I was saying, Matt he's not going to be like a sideline to sideline. He's fast, but he's not going to be like a sideline to sideline linebacker. He's going to come up in the middle and thump you and wrap you up, drive his helmet through his – oh, it's a botched snap by the punter.
He's running for his life, and it's going to be tackled, at the 21-yard line. What a bad snap. But yikes.
We don't want this to get any worse than it is already. But a nice job by the Patriots recognizing it, getting right to him. And unfortunately for the Eagles, just another bad play for them. And the offense is going to be in great field position. Once again, it looks like about the 21-yard line, and here we go.
So with 9:09 to go in the half, 1st and 10, Patriots from the plus 21. Danny, we have started at the plus 39, to plus 34, plus 40, now plus 21 in our last 4 possessions.
Goodness gracious. And obviously, Kevin, we're rotating guys in. I see much smaller people out there than we saw early in the first quarter. But, we have some guys out there, Kevin, that need to get their hands on the ball. We need to see the film in live action with their hands on the ball and see what they could do during this time.
Ward and Alexander are the halfbacks. Taylor under center. And it looks like the running back left too early, but they don't call it.
I don't know if he left early or it looked like the quarterback was taking a long time under center. And but you're right. The running back was obviously
shot out of a cannon.
Oh yeah, a little too quick on that one, but good for him.
They got to the 14, gained
They didn't
7.
call it.
No.
Good job of running behind your pads and getting there quick.
Gordon, real quick, what's the feeling on the sideline down there?
I'd bet. Obviously, Gordon can't hear us from way over here,
He's
but
trying to get his phone on.
I'd bet that it would be pretty darn playful being out of the game this early.
Taylor goes to the left. He's going to keep it. And the
Nice
pile
job.
keeps moving inside the 10 to
First
around
down.
the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Patriots.
And what I mean by playful, Kevin, is not like immaturity, but when you're an older guy and you get out the game in the first quarter, you get excited about seeing your backup go in the game. And you want to see him go in there and make plays. And you want to see these other younger guys go in there with that same fire that you had and, just get some film and be able to go into the film tomorrow and be corrected.
Yep.
It's nice for a young kid to finally get recognized by his coaches and his peers of having a good game and making some plays.
1st and goal from the 8. Patriots going left to right. Hands off to Alexander over the center. He's fighting hard. Oh, he got turned away near the 3-yard line. The defender hit him and spun him backwards, and it's going to be 2nd down goal from the 3.
Yeah, he's another hard runner, Kevin, that we have. Very physical runner, pretty big kid, and powerful runner.
We were just making a suggestion to one of the coaches in pregame, play him at defense a little bit, at linebacker if we needed to.
Yep, we got a guy tonight at linebacker that's out. Nothing serious, but we're just holding him out. But, we definitely thought we were going to see him over there a little bit more, and we might as the game goes on.
Ward and Alexander are the halfbacks. We'll go to the right. Ward got it, and he's to the 1.
Good job of them tripping us up. As soon as we got the ball, they were right there at our ankles. And got to pick those feet up and drive forward. A nice play right there by the Eagles. And it's going to bring up, what is it, third?
Third and goal from the 1.
Third and goal. If you're listening to us live, we are 6:54 left here in the second quarter. John Curtis is on top, 32-0.
Denny, look at the yard marker. Actually has the down signal on top of it. And the guy holding it for Shaw, he looks like Santa Claus. He's got a white beard and hair and all. And quarterback keeper got it.
It sure does.
Taylor with the 1-yard plunge adds to the score. So with 6:32 to go in the half, the Patriots extend their lead.
Nice job, nice job. Patriots doing what they do, Kevin. And you know, it's very nice when you get to have those young kids in the game, like we said, and they're able to punch the ball in for 6 more. A lot of people say, man, y'all ran the score up. No, we didn't run the score up. We had our second and third string guys in there, and they want to work too. They want to score. They want to get their name in the paper. So how about that? Those younger guys getting in there, getting the job done.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. And that's actually the new kicker. The backup, that's going to be Ray Alvarez with the PAT.
Nice job by him, putting it through the uprights. Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you once again to the Patriot Nation Men's Club. They were out here today in support of Michael Bryan. Obviously, he's running tomorrow. You go out there and vote. But Mike was out there. He sponsored today's tailgating. And I want to say thank you to our Patriot Nation Men's Club for being out here tailgating, serving some food. They actually, Kevin, I heard the other day that they served who did we play last week? Was it Lake Placid?
Yeah.
Served them 200 meals before, I think it was the night before, and then when they were going back on the bus, they had food for them as well. So really nice deal for our men's club to go out there and give back to another school from out of town, and we appreciate that. So Patriot Nation Men's Club, appreciate you guys for being here, working hard, and giving back to the school and the community.
Taylor had a 1-yard touchdown run. Ray Alvarez added a PAT, making it 39-0. That was a 4-play drive, went 21 yards in distance, taking 2:39 off the clock. Give a shout out to Jake Grimes, gonna be class of 2028. Says
Hey
the
now.
Patriots.
Woo! We'll be looking out for you, buddy.
Ray Alvarez kick it off for the Patriots, going left to right. This will be fielded near side around the 16-yard line. Has to the right side, up the middle, and tackled near the 29. I'll try to identify him in a second. Number 11.
Got some screaming helmets out there on the kickoff team.
Barnes on the return.
Good job of those guys getting down there, trying to make a play. And obviously, like we've said the last few series, we're definitely rotating some guys in. Like to see some new numbers out there, some different DBs. We still got some old DBs in there, though. We need to continue to get some work in over there.
They need work.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if we might even change them at position a little bit and, let them get some reps doing something different. Never know when a guy's going to get hurt.
Jane and Williams are at linebacker. Secondary is pretty much a good bit of starters there. They hand it off to the running back. Langford. He's going to get about 6 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 4.
And obviously, Kevin Shaw doesn't want to drop back and try to throw the football down the field. I'm not sure if they think they're capable, but I'd really like for them to try to challenge us a little bit down the field. As the game progresses, they're probably going to want to or have to, but they've obviously been trying to run it right at us and see what they can do.
Edinburgh hands it off up the middle, short gain. That's Langford, number 21, the running back.
As I say, they're trying to run it right at us. They do the same, and not much there. Probably lost a half of a yard on that play. So good job, the defensive line playing on their side of the line of scrimmage, getting the job done and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3 to be exact. 5:24 to go in the half. The Patriots lead the Eagles 39-0. You guys stay with us at halftime. We'll go through the remaining of the schedule. It'll get a little tougher from here on out. Twins receivers to the right. Edinburgh's going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Nice job.
Number 40 and 97. 40 he got him first. That is going to be Landry, and then 97 is Lane. So they tackle for a loss. Should be like 4th down and about 6. 4:50 to go.
Second time you mentioned Lane tonight.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him that much this season. A good job by him. And that's the kind of things that we're talking about, Kevin. Get on film, show up, do your job, and you're going to get more playing time in the future.
Better punt this time. Sends our back. Morgan, he dropped it around the 14-yard, the 15, 16-yard line. He's tackled at the 14. So at 4:29 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots, and this will be the longest we'll have to go from the 14-yard line.
Keeps confusing me with that number out there.
Yeah.
Not sure who it is. I thought it was a young guy, but
it's Morgan.
Yep, got to
get wrong with the 10 on the white.
Yep. Got to get that ball fielded clean and get vertical. And this is going to be our worst field position of the night, Kevin, but good thing we got about 85 yards to go.
Yeah,
and these guys are going to make it happen. And like to see these younger guys sustain a long, long drive.
Officially from the 15-yard line. Taylor in the center goes to his left. Hands it off to the running back. Short gain. And that is Ward. He was the left side halfback. Another question here. Do we not know how to fair catch? Well, at that point, you really couldn't fair catch it. It was kind of a line drive to the sideline. So that's all right. In a game like tonight, I'm not worried about it. Officially gain of 1 to the 16-yard line. 2nd down 9. Taylor, 3-step drop, looks to his left, fires it. Going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously you want that ball in the outside shoulder. Taylor's actually, the last couple of weeks, Kevin, he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah.
And good job of him by throwing the ball in the outside shoulder. The receiver's got to attack the ball a little bit more outside, see it in the air, go attack it, turn outside, and make something happen.
3rd down and 9. Alexander and Poole, the halfbacks. Taylor back to pass, looks to his left, fires it. Going to be caught in the flat. And let's see, did he get the 1st down or not?
Looks like he's going to be really close.
Good job. He might be a yard shy. Let's see.
Good job again by Taylor getting the ball out of his hands. And, yeah, he looks like he's going to be short.
Yep, so we'll punt it.
We're sending the punt team out there. But I like the aggressive play calling by Coach Matt Curtis up here in the booth. Get that ball in the air. Get it to those receivers.
McCready's going to stand at this one. Let's see how far he can boot this one. And they partially blocked it. They did block it. The ball's going to be picked up at the 11-yard line, and Shaw Eagles is going to score a touchdown. Yikes.
That's not how you want your goose egg to come off the board, Kevin.
Number 10 scooped and scored. Dawson Guidry. So they had a nice little rush up the middle.
I tell you what, got to be able to shore that up, Kevin. Special teams can't have it happen. I wanted to see McCready boot a big one, and right there we didn't have the opportunity. They came up with a block. And not only that, but the scoop and score, big play right there for Shaw. If there's any momentum in this game, that's the first time they've had it.
All right, I believe Donahue. Yep, Donahue, number 18, to kick it. Snap plays, kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:31 to go in the half, the Shaw Eagles add an extra point, and they trail the Patriots 39-7.
I tell you, that was the most exciting part of the ball game thus far for the Eagles, Kevin, and for us, that's garbage. So let's talk about our family's company, River Parish Disposal. For almost 40 years now, we've been picking up your commercial garbage in all of the greater New Orleans area. Give me a call, Danny Wimpron at the office, 738-7700 for all your commercial garbage needs, or come see me at the office, 7201 Airline Highway, right there in Metairie. Little Farms basically dead ends right into our office. So if you're coming from Curtis, come down Little Farms, come see me. River Parish Disposal, locally owned and operated, almost 40 years. Like we've always said, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Donahue to kick it off for the Eagles, going right to left. Let's see who goes back for the Patriots. I don't know if that was the first punt team as far as the line, but they good pressure by the Eagles up the middle. And
yeah,
they got
no doubt. And I was thinking that. I was wondering if it better not be our first punt team out there getting it blocked. It's probably our second guys or whatever. We still got to do,
Oh, squib kick up the middle.
Kevin, when you're talking about special teams, and you're not talking about like just the God-given talent of a returner, you're just talking about assignments.
Yeah.
So really, for a second team punt team, it's all about assignments. It's not like you're going to go out there and just get totally demolished by a guy running over the deep snapper or running over the guard and blocking a punt. It's probably not going to happen to your second team guy. So it's all about assignments. Obviously, somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do, got one blocked in the scoop and score. But our offense has got the ball back.
Ball's on the 33-yard line. That was Poole on the return. Ball in the middle of the field will come near side. Taylor keeps it, and he's going to be a foot race. He gone. Not going to catch him. Just picking him up, put him down faster than they did, and he scores.
Hey, tell he fumbled the ball.
And just like that, another one-play drive for the Patriots with 3:09. Patriots get that touchdown back.
Wow.
He did not. He did not. Look at the referee.
And what Coach Curtis is up here saying is that he dropped the ball before he went into the end zone, and it was not a touchdown. And then we picked up the ball, and then we got it. And it was a touchdown.
Well, that'll be a teaching moment in film tomorrow.
Yep, no doubt about it. And the funny thing is, Kevin, as long as you and I have been watching football, that happens more often than you think.
Oh, yeah. Ray Alvarez's PAT is up, and it is good. So with 3:09 to go in the half, the Patriots now lead.
At least every football season, Kevin, I see a player or a highlight in college or in the NFL that has a return or a long run, and they flip it right at about the 2-inch line, and it's not a touchdown. So who knows? I didn't get to watch the replay, but he's going to learn tomorrow, I guarantee you.
46-7 is the score. That was a one-play drive. We'll give Taylor the credit anyway. 67-yard touchdown run. Ray Alvarez's PAT. One play, 67 yards, 15 seconds off the clock. You know what the most infamous, they didn't even call it. 2011 SEC Championship game, Honey Badger on a punt return.
Right.
Got right there. And I saw it live, and they kept going back on the broadcast. Right as he was crossing the goal line, he shuttled the ball to the side official. They didn't call it. That was a touchdown. It should have been taken off the board.
Yeah. Something else.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, at this time in the game, what do? I mean, we're up 46-7 before halftime. Do you kind of start, I guess you keep rotating your younger guys in, and then maybe in the third and fourth quarter you kneel it down a little bit, make your defense play. But I don't know. I mean, you also want to see your young offensive players on the field a good bit. But I just don't want to keep
It's a decent
scoring.
Return here.
Never mind. Yes, I do.
No, it comes next time. Broken tackle across midfield at 40. And it's going to be a foot race, and we're not going to catch him. Holy mackerel.
Well,
about an 85-yard touchdown run by Barnes on the ensuing kickoff.
Shaw people are excited. They should be. Nice job by them on the kickoff return all the way to the house. And I can tell you, you shouldn't get too upset out there. That's definitely not our first team kickoff team. But even though, Kevin, like I said, it's about assignments and doing your job, staying in your rush lane, speed, backdoor, two-gap, doing the things that you need to do to get down there and make it happen. And obviously, we didn't do it.
No, Barnes.
And they made us pay.
Yep, his PAT is good. So with 2:50 to go in the half, it's the Patriots 46, the Eagles 14.
Oof.
So Barnes with an 85-yard kickoff return. And then Donahue adds the PAT. So they gotten both their touchdowns on special teams.
I'm telling you. And that just goes to show you, I mean, we work a heck of a lot. We work very hard on special teams. Obviously, it's not our starters out there like I mentioned, but those younger guys need to be right behind those starters, listening, learning, and doing their job. You know, I'll say it again. The depth of a football team is what wins late in the season.
It was more lane assignment. He caught it a shade to the left of center, and he had a right return. He got to the right, and he planted his foot and came all the way back across the field. Crossing lanes, missed tackles, and guys not being in position.
Yep.
But credit Barnes.
Yep. Good athlete, too.
Yeah, well, he made the effort, didn't quit, and scored a touchdown. Donahue will squib it. Going to be fielded by the up back. Corey Wren actually moved up. And he fights his way near the 46-yard line of the Patriots. They'll have it 1st and 10 there. With 2:39 to go in a half.
And Corey moved up. And in games like this, Kevin, those are the little wrinkles that you could change, try to move people around.
Yeah.
Different assignments, seeing if guys can handle it. Maybe what can you do to combat what they're doing. And obviously they've been squibbing it, sky kicking it, and doing those little short things and move Corey up to try to get his hands on the ball once again.
The official 46-yard line. So the Patriots are 54 yards away from the end zone with 2:39 to go in the second quarter. Taylor on the center. 3-step drop, looks to his left, fires a pass out far side. Going to be caught by Davis. He's on the far sideline, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds in Shaw territory around the 34-yard line. And I'm glad to see Davis get some action.
No doubt about it.
He's a good receiver. We need to get him involved in the game plan a little more.
Very capable player, and Davis is a really good player for us. And I like the fact that he's a young guy. He's 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. He plays much bigger than that, and plays much older than that. So it's like you said. I like to see when he gets his hands on the ball.
Come near side. Goings is actually the running back. He's going to bounce it out to the left, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds near the 10.
Out of bounds, stops the clock. 2:19 left
actually
here.
At the 9, 1st and goal.
In the second quarter. And we're going to rotate some more guys in and out. Come get the play to the quarterback. Well, actually, he's still looking back, waiting for the play.
I'm a little surprised to see Goings in there at running back. Gordon, we'll come down to you in a second. Robbie said he got your phone issue taken care of. We'll come down to you after this play. Alexander and Ward are the halfbacks. 1st and goal from the 9. Taylor back to pass. He's setting up, rolls near side, fires it in the end zone. It looks like a touchdown. Did he catch it?
Yeah, ineligible receiver downfield.
Oh, not again. The flag in the play. That happened against Landry Walker. Wow, that takes away the touchdown. There's a lineman. It was around the goal line. Yikes. I think it was number 67.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they called, Kevin, if it was a lineman downfield.
It was.
Or if we were covered up.
No, it was a lineman.
As a receiver, yes, I thought. And you hate to see that as a quarterback getting to be able to throw the ball a little bit in the end zone.
How about the receiver? He finally gets a touch.
Seriously.
He called back as a lineman downfield.
Man.
All right, we're going to line up for a field goal here.
But I tell you, I like Taylor out of the pocket.
Be a 31-yarder.
Buying a little time, letting his receiver do some work back there and making it happen.
All right, we're going to line up a field goal. 31-yard attempt here by McCready. Guggenheim the hold. Snap, place, kick is up. Has a distance. And it's good. So with 2:05 to go in a half, the Patriots add 3 more and take a 49-14 lead. You know, I like that. You know, we have opportunities. Why not try to score a touchdown? Let's work on this opportunity, you know, get some field goals in there.
Right, yeah, no doubt about it. And you know what, Kevin? Put these guys out here that you want to see on the kickoff team. Same thing. Get down there, and these young guys, knowing from what happened last time, they better be running down there with their hair on fire, staying in their lanes, getting down there and making something happen. Because like I said, the iron sky don't lie. You're going to be on camera, you're going to be on film tomorrow, and you're either going to be praised or they're going to be on you, trust me. So you need to do what you need to do. And special teams to first be noticed to where you can get yourself some playing time for the Patriots. And credit to the Eagles. They haven't given up. They've continued to fight, try to play tough. And so let's go. We got 2:04 left here in the second quarter, and we are on top 49-14. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Stay with us. We're going to have more of the first half action when Kevin give us the update at halftime.
Yep. I believe it's going to be Ray Alvarez to kick it off. It is. No, it's McCready.
All right.
Looks like we got the first unit back on there. I think Coach said, I've had enough of this. He drills it into the end zone.
Yep.
That's one way to prevent him from scoring.
That's it. Almost kicking out the end zone. Good.
You know, you could almost cut the second unit in and just put McCready in there and let him kick it.
Wow.
That's right. You know what? They need to get a little sprint action in anyway. So with 2:04 to go in the half, the Eagles will take it over first and 10 at their own 20. Gordon, can you hear me down there? I know you had some technical issues a little while ago.
Yeah, I got you.
What's the mood out down there?
Well, it's two different moods. The starters are kind of relaxed, knowing their night's just about over. And the younger guys are very intense, ready to get in.
There you go. And that's what you want. You know, like I said, those older guys are going to want to see their guys in there, have the opportunity to make some plays. And, of course, the younger guys better be fiery and better be ready to roll when their name gets called.
McGrew on the carry. So go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry.
Just got a shout out from my mom and dad.
Hey.
Mom and Pop's home listening right there in River Ridge. Appreciate you tuning in.
Gain of 3 to the 23-yard line. Second down 7, 138 and counting.
Man, they're going on vacation next week, Kevin.
What?
Didn't even invite me and you.
They are some world travelers.
Yep. I hope so.
That's been in your inheritance. Here's the running back up the middle. McGrew. He's going to cross midfield into Patriot territory. And he dropped the ball.
Woo!
And let's see. The Patriots may have gotten the ball back. Let's see. Nope. Shaw got it back. McGrew.
Wow. Who was that stood him up on the sideline?
Stipe, number 9.
Was that Stipe?
Yep.
Nice tackle. Boy, they went helmet to helmet, face mask to face mask, and he basically just ripped it out. Good job by him, making a big hit and a big play. Quarterback said, I'm not going to run into him again. Yeah, he stripped it away. And I tell you what, we were very, very close. We had about 3 guys on the ball, and it looked like that guy said, I'm not giving this one up, and he got the ball back. Good job by him.
Yeah, he was scared.
Clock's continuing to run with 1:05 left.
First and 10, Eagles from the Patriot 49-yard line. They'll stay in the shotgun. Hand it off to McGrew again. Goes to the right, comes back left. Crosses the 45 to around the 43-yard line. I know it's backups, but they're running where Big E was, and that's what teams did and had success against us.
Yep. Flip it out, incomplete. Top of the field.
Yeah, it'll be third down.
Obviously, they're trying to get the ball out of the quarterback hands very quickly. Our rush in pursuit of the ball has been pretty darn good tonight. They don't want their quarterback standing back there right before half, taking a big hit. But defense is pretty stout so far tonight.
3 receivers to right, 1 near side, and we jump both sides, and that might be enough for the first down.
Ball key. Come on, guys. Ball key. 35 seconds left. We jump off sides. Like Kevin said, might have given him a free one. We did.
When you jump off sides, you're gone. Going to be first down. 35 seconds to go in the half. 3 receivers to the right, 1 near side. Edinburgh takes a pass from center, looks to his right, fires a pass deep, and it's going to be intercepted.
Go. Make it happen.
And let's see, that's going to be
We'll get some blocks.
McMillan. McMillan with the pick and return it back to the 21-yard line, and that should do it for the first half. I think we probably just kneel it down here.
I sure hope so.
That's McMillan's second pick of the season. If you remember, he had a huge interception against St. Aug. After we fumbled the ball around midfield, St. Aug was driving. They were up a few points, and it looked like they had an opportunity to go up close to double digits,
Right.
and then he picked that ball up at the goal line.
Good job by him. Kevin, the biggest thing is we're staying deep back there. We're not letting anybody get by us like we did the first couple weeks. Got to stay back as deep as the deepest. Play that center field coverage like we did. Good interception right there for the Patriots. And like you mentioned, I'm probably going to try to run this thing. Quarterback sneak.
Yeah, no, I might do it.
Definitely.
Question from a listener: if our players will be encouraged to watch the Romo Brother Martin game tomorrow, and any coach, the coaches will be there. We'll have practice, and they can go scout that for sure.
Yeah, well,
as far as encouraging the players, I
I don't think the coaches are going to say go, but I think a lot of the players will want to go just to see a good football game, as well as a lot of those guys probably know some of those guys on the other team. You know how it is now with social media. You get to be friends in this 7-on-7 league in the summer, or guys that you grew up with, and you want to watch good football. We always say that about our games. You want to watch good football, you can listen to us, but definitely come to the game. Same thing with Romo Brother Martin. They're both playing well at a high level. You want to see some good football, go to the game tomorrow.
Yep. So at the 1/2 of play, Mr. John Curtis Christian Patriots 49, the Archbishop Shaw Eagles 14.
Kevin, for that half of action, I want to say thank you to our premier halftime sponsor. And we're going to have to get on this guy. You know what? We have not had a pregame meal or a postgame meal yet by this guy. So I'm about to have to get on him, Kevin. But definitely, you want the best in the business, go check out Bobby Seafood. They're family-owned business located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978, and they're celebrating 41 years of business. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials, fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, and hot boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan S. Steves and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders or to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 504-738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriots football. I want to say thank you to Ryan and Stephanie and Mr. Bobby, everybody over there, for always hooking us up and treating us right. And, of course, their son, Leighton, is a sophomore?
Yeah.
Sophomore, number 30 out here for the Patriots, and glad to have him. But, man, the only dangerous thing about that is, Kevin, when Ashley and I move, we're actually moving 2 blocks closer to Bobby Seafood. So, all this diet talk, not going to last long.
Nah, not at all. Well, the good news is the Patriots got the first victory of the night with the winning the coin flip. Elected to receive. And on the very first play from scrimmage, Shane Goings took it off the right side for 76 yards. The Eagles did not line up properly during the PAT, and the Patriots were able to score 2 on the model huddle. So with 11:46 to go in the quarter, the Patriots had a one-play drive going 76 yards of distance, 13 seconds on the clock. They led the Eagles 8-0. And after the Patriot defense got a 3-and-out, Corey Wren fielded a punt, and he took it 70 yards. And McCready added a PAT, and with 10:29 to go in the quarter, the Patriots led 15-0. After another 3-and-out, the Patriots got the ball back at the 39-yard line of Shaw, and on the very first play, Guggenheim took it around the left corner, 39 yards out. McCready added a PAT and made it 22-0. Capped off a one-play drive, 39 yards of distance, taking 9 seconds off the clock. And then when the Patriots got the ball back again with 6:06 to go in the quarter, Guggenheim hit Ogeron for a 34-yard touchdown pass. McCready's PAT made it Patriots 29, Eagles 0. And that capped off another one-play drive, 34 yards in distance, and another 9 seconds off the clock. And then with 2 minutes to go in the quarter, McCready had a 30-yard field goal, making it 32-0 Patriots after 1. And then with 6:32 to go in the half, after a 4-play drive, 21 yards in distance, taking 2:39 off the clock, Taylor had a quarterback keeper, and Ray Alvarez added a PAT. That made the score 39-0. And then Shaw, after holding the Patriots deep in their own territory, blocked a punt. And they had a scoop and score. Donahue added a PAT, making it 39-7. The Patriots drove on one play on the next drive with 3:09 to go in the half. Taylor had a 67-yard touchdown run. Ray Alvarez's PAT made it 46-7. And that play was one play, 67-yard drive, 15 seconds on the clock. And on the ensuing kickoff, Barnes from Shaw raced 85 yards for the touchdown. Donahue's PAT closed the gap to 46-14, and with 2:04 to go in the half, McCready added a 31-yard field goal and making a halftime score. Patriots 49, the Eagles 14. And Danny, I said pregame that the offense has carried the load so far to the season and will have to continue to do so for the rest of the season. But the first 4 possessions, we only had one-play drives. scored a touchdown, and, of course, the punt return by Corey Wren. 13 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds. You know, I mean, quick hitting. And I know Shaw's an inferior team, but we've done that this year. I mean, most of our scoring drives, if I go through the record books here, 3-4 play drives taking, under a minute and a half at long to go. So you got to be happy with the performance by the offense. Special teams, not so special, whether it be the first or second unit.
Right. Very, very good job by the offense. Very efficient job. Like you mentioned, very explosive. Getting the ball, one play, boom, touchdown. Another play, touchdown. Great job by those guys. Putting it down, making it happen. Offensive line obviously blocking very well. Good reads by the quarterback. Kevin, when we talked about earlier about maybe throwing the ball, I'd like to see us come on the second half and maybe do a 2-minute offense, get out there, throw the ball, put the first team in there for one series, try to do what we got to do because those are the things we need to practice. Like I said, you just have to have the ability to be efficient throwing the ball, get better than we have been, and obviously make it count when we have to. But good job offensively. Defense, boy, is it nice to have Big E back. Great job by those guys getting after the quarterback. I don't expect many of the starters, especially on the line, to play much in the second half at all. But a good job defensively. Good job, again, getting the turnover, interception, and making that happen. And special teams definitely needs to get better, Kevin. I said before, a lot of times on special teams, if you're not talking about the returner or the actual punter or kicker, it's just about being disciplined, doing what your coach should do, being in your lane, doing your job, your assignment that you're coached each and every week. You're not. It's not going to be that big of a difference from first to second team guys and special teams, and we have to do a better job of going out there, making it happen, putting it all on the line, and getting some big plays and causing some big plays. But so far, I guess there's not much else to say when you're up 49-14 at halftime. John Curtis is on top. We got about 8.5 minutes left here at halftime. You listen to us live, JohnCurtisPatriots.com. I want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors, Bobby's Seafood for our premier halftime sponsor, and everybody else that's along with us this entire season. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for helping us update our equipment, helping us travel, and obviously paying Robbie's food salary while he's up here in the booth each and every week. Kevin, I tell you what, last couple of weeks this guy even brought an ice chest for us up here. I think that it's calls for a celebration first, and second, it's calls for a tip.
Yeah. Well, special teams still has a lot of work to do. That could be the difference in the ball game. Like, Brother Martin and Rummel, that's the last two games we got. So tonight's a perfect opportunity to work on certain things because next week we go back to Tulane. It's homecoming against Jesuit. And then on the 25th, we go back to Tulane against Holy Cross. We'll be the visitors. And then 3 weeks from tonight, the game everybody's anticipating, us versus the Rummel Raiders at East Jefferson. We'll be the home team for that.
Right.
And then after that, we go back to Tulane for the Hall of Fame game against Brother Martin. So in the way Brother Martin has improved, it kind of reminds me of 2013 when Carr, St. Aug, and Curtis all played. And they all went 1-1.
Yeah.
And tomorrow starts it off. Rummel and Brother Martin kick off at 2 o'clock at East Jefferson. And then we come in next against Rummel on November 1st, and then we get Brother Martin. So those two games could be for the Catholic Championship for the Patriots. They reshuffled the district this year for the order of play. However, they kept for us Rummel the second to last game. Now, in previous years, we played Shaw, which, as you see tonight, it's not a big deal. However, that game's going to be physical against Rummel. How beat up do we get, whether we win or lose? And then you got to play Brother Martin the following week for possibly a district championship. So,
Well, the Catholic League is the SEC of high school football. No, I'm joking. But I know what you mean, buddy.
Offensively, I'm not concerned. Defensively, I know we're going to get better. Having Big E get back. And he played a lot in the second quarter. They're trying to get him in game shape.
Right.
Because, look, he's going to be on the field a lot next few weeks. And I would think by Rummel, he should be in midseason form. But he's already looking good last weekend and tonight. I mean,
that's all we were worried about is him coming back. He's not exactly a 150-pound kid that runs like lightning, and you don't have to worry about as much being in game shape. He's a big boy in the trenches that's very physical down there. So I think that was our biggest concern of him coming back and just being kind of out of shape and sloppy and not ready to go. But he's done a good job. And honestly, Kevin, I think that's a testament to our coaches having him ready and also having a little bit of depth where he didn't have to step right back in and play 60 snaps on defense the first game he got back and obviously not be used to it. So good job of, taking control, letting him come back when he's 100% and healthy. And, Kevin, you never want anybody to be injured, but I'm kind of happy that we got a lot of snaps without him early in the season because those guys needed to get a lot better. They needed that game experience. And, obviously we need the depth on defense to be able to make that push into the league play and into the playoffs.
This week's Class 5A poll has the Patriots at number 1, got all 12 first-place votes, followed by Catholic out of Baton Rouge. Coming in third is Rummel. Ranked number 4th is West Monroe. 5th is Acadiana. 6th is Houghton. 7th is Alexandria. 8th is East Ascension. 9th is Destrehan. And 10th is Scotlandville. I saw, and I don't know how accurate this was, but there was it's either a scouting service or some kind of prep report out North Louisiana. They did the power rankings, and if the playoffs would have started tonight, we were 5th in the power rankings, and Catholic would have been number 1. So what that means, we wouldn't have had the bye. We'd be playing the first round.
Right.
And it takes, our schedule. Landry Walker's not really doing well. So, but once we start getting into the meat of the Catholic League, it'll all play out. We'll be up there number 1, number 2.
Yep. Well, that was.
It doesn't really matter. But here's the thing: the state championship game is not in the Superdome this year, and possibly could be at a home team of the number 1 seed. So if we're number 2 and we play Catholic, Catholic might say, "Well, we don't want to play y'all in New Orleans. Why don't you come play us at Memorial Stadium? We have to go there, and that's where it's going to be."
Right.
So
Never know. But I tell you, I like where we're going to finish up. Obviously, later, I think we're going to continue to get better, finish 1 or 2, do our job. It comes down to where they think you're ranked. But I like our chances of being number 1. And obviously, Catholic, I think, beat up on St. Aug. Was that 2 weeks ago? Catholic beat up on St. Aug pretty good. So I think
Carr
pretty good. So I think that's why they have them out front in a couple polls. It's kind of crazy to think that we're ranked nationally and Catholic's ahead of us in some polls. But
it's about strength of schedule.
You never know.
And Catholic did load up. And his coincidentally, we reached out to St. Thomas More. They're a powerhouse in 4A. And they said no. We offered to go to Lafayette 2 consecutive years. They said no. Catholic played St. Thomas More last week and beat them 52-50. So that could have been us.
Needs
playing
to
out
be more
there.
defense in that game.
Well, it could have been, but and I don't take. Rummel's going to play some of the teams we played, already, and like they shut Shaw out 52-0 last week. Okay, whatever. You can't always go by common opponent when you play because you don't know who's out injured-wise. Right. You don't know the situation. Like we could have kept the clock running if they wanted to tonight and be go with. I mean, the 2 touchdowns that Shaw has. But the 2 touchdowns Shaw has on special teams.
Yep, special teams on our younger guys.
Yeah, it is what it is, but.
Right. But I bet you this.
As long as we get better, it's all
if we wanted to score 52 points in the first half, we could have.
Well, yeah.
So, you never know. And it's hard. And sometimes, Kevin, you just match up better with particular teams, It's a lot of times it's about matchups. How do you line up in the trenches, or how good is your defensive line when they have a dominant offensive line, And so it's not about the team as a whole sometimes as it is how do the different teams match up against each other. You know what I mean? And I hope people out there understand what I'm trying to say. It's you can have a really, really good football team, but you might have a weakness. And then one other team that might be the best part of their football team that they're able to exploit on that Friday night. And so it might be a little bit more lopsided than you thought it was going to be.
Well, on defense, up until this point, until we knew when Big E came back, was the running the game would be up the middle. And that's going to get fixed with Big E back. However, right now my concern, if the playoffs were to start today, it's almost like 2014 all over again. That right deep third, skinny post area, that's where teams, St. Aug got us twice and Carr got us twice on a deep pass. We're going to throw some, teams going to see that. That's where they're going to get us. So.
Well, it's hard to, if you're running seam routes and you're in cover 3, it's hard to put pressure on that. It's easy to put pressure on the safety in the middle and it's tough for him to be able to cover. But I do think, Kevin, that the more that our DBs see that picture throughout the season, the better they're going to get. I think McMillan's gotten a lot better. The DBs are playing better together, and I think they're going to be a good group before it's all said and done later in the season.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of football to be played. Just you and I, as fellow Patriots and ghosts of Patriots past, the juices still flow, the competitive juices, and we want to do, and we know this is a good ball club. They returned a lot of starters and seniors from last year's team. You still have to play the game on the field. You're not going to get handed a championship. Though I think this team is state championship worthy and quality, sure. Do I think they could and should win the state championship this year? Sure. But you still have to go on the field and execute, and you can't.
Got to earn it.
And I'm saying this, I'm really talking through the coaches. I'm sure the coaches here, but I know the guys go back and watch this broadcast. I'm just telling, this is mainly me speaking to the kids right now. You haven't won anything yet.
Right.
Get off your high horse. Put the social media down. I don't care if anybody's looking at you. I don't care what college is looking at you, how good you are.
Got a job to do first.
Guess what? Yeah, in our circle, when you come to Thanksgiving practice alum, it's how many rings, what kind of bling you got.
Right.
And if you don't got one championship, hey, that's fine. If you don't have any, that's fine too. But guess what? I got 3, you got 4. Some guys got 4. Some guys play on 8th, you got 5 and stuff like that. We're going to make fun of you, and rib on you. So you haven't done anything. Listen to the coaches. Do what they tell you to do. Be in position when you're supposed to be there. And it'll all. You listen to the coaches. Don't try to do your own thing. Because guess what? That don't work.
No.
Listen to the coaches, and guess what? We'll be victorious in December.
These guys, talking about the coaches, have been doing this a heck of a long time. Some of them longer than we've been alive. I've been alive. And like you said, they're the best in the business. So when it comes down to execution, fundamentals, listen to what they tell you to do, and you guys are going to be just fine. We definitely have the athletes all over the field to be successful. Just be the playmakers that we know that you can be when it's your opportunity. Besides that, play team football, make it happen, do what they coach you to do, and we're gonna have a great season this year.
Absolutely. The Patriots are still in the south end zone. They're getting loose.
Okay, well, what do you? I know you're probably not a betting man, but what would you say about tomorrow's game at 2:00, Brother Martin and Rummel?
You know what? I think Brother Martin's going to put some points on them. I know the defense is salty for Rummel. They've only given up 6 points. Both of those field goals were to North Carolina and a team from Mississippi. Won both those games 7-3. No offense to Ruston. Look, let's start to call Coach JT and Gordon real quick, and I'll come back and answer that.
Let's go. Get your hands together. Let's go, lady. Get up here. Get in here close to me. Get up. Listen to me. Hey, guys, you cannot come out. Hey, it's your butt turned this way. You cannot come out here and relax and not take this thing serious. You're on that field. You be loose. You be executing, ready to go. We understand that. Yes, sir. Let's go out and put it to them. Let's go.
It's kind of like what we were talking about up here. Cut the nonsense off. You're going to play. You're going to play.
Right.
Go do it. Get back to the game. Give the slight edge to Rummel because their defense is salty and really good. But the offense isn't as good as making people like I believe.
Right.
They put up 37 against St. Slidell, 47 against Ruston, and 52 against Shaw. None of those 3 teams are lighting up.
Right.
Though I think Wickersham, the quarterback's getting better. Their offense is capable of putting points on the board. I think Brother Martin's a better team than people give them credit for. They will score some points. Now, however, when Brother Martin scores their first touchdown against Rummel, how does Rummel defense react to that?
Yeah, because they haven't been scored.
No.
And no touchdown scored yet.
No.
I'm throwing it out there. I'm saying 13-10, Rummel.
I can go that, yeah. I'm going to give the slight edge to Rummel, but I think it's a better game. But I would not be surprised if the Crusaders pull the upset.
Me either.
I'm just saying. I think Rummel will probably win. It'll be a close ball game.
Yep.
But I think Brother Martin's offense put some points on the board. Maybe not much, but maybe 2 touchdowns at most.
I agree. They'll definitely put some points on them.
So we'll see.
Nonetheless, it's going to be a good football game.
Absolutely.
Not quite the same as the one you're listening to at home right now.
That's right.
But nonetheless, appreciate you guys listening.
Absolutely.
Patriots on top, 49-14. We're about to start the second half. You listen to it live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. And we're ready to rock and roll.
Let's do it. Patriots kicking off to Shaw, going left or right. And
Hey,
looks
Kevin.
like McCready's back out to kick it. Go ahead.
Got to let these people out here to remember to subscribe to our channel. So
Do
if
it.
you're watching it on YouTube, check us out. Go subscribe. Click the subscribe button, and we will be able to hit you up with a bunch of notices throughout the season. Some different videos, some different things. But, yeah, under the video player, click subscribe, and you're going to be on our channel. Here we go.
Kick is fielded at the 5-yard line. And he just bounced around, comes near side. He's at a 20 and tackled around the 23-yard line. I believe that's number 32. Let's identify him real quick. It's hard to tell with that dark jersey. It's Smallwood on the return. So at 11:37 and counting, look, the score. So maybe they did do an agreement in the second half, keep the clock running, so it's running.
There you go. Make it happen, Captain.
Edinburgh back at quarterback.
We got our starters out there, Kevin, defensive front.
Let's see.
Looks like it.
Yes.
Yep. Big E, Krieger, Angelo, and Mills.
They'll hand it off to the running back near side, and Angelo says, I'll have none of that. And he tackles him for no gain. Big E pauses him off.
Yep, Big E's right there with him.
That's number 5. That's Dolce.
Good job right there. Playing on that side of the ball. And, this is the kind of defense that we want to see later in the season, Kevin. Healthy, strong, physical, fast, getting after the ball. Got your Sean Williams in there in the middle. Antonio Alexander.
Edinburgh takes a pass from center, looks to his left, and Angelo says, go down, boy.
Yeah, I'm back
and
in
he
the
sacked him.
Back in the game. Got to get you.
Yeah. That poor tackle for Shaw, he can't handle
No.
Angelo.
I'll put it to you this way. There's nobody in the Catholic League that can handle Angelo. He's a beast out there. Those guys just can't do it. So he's out the game. We're going to check somebody else in, give him some playing time. Who's at the bottom of the field there,
That's,
Kevin?
number 40 for the Patriots. Landry. Twins to the right. They're going to roll to the right. They're going to fire a pass way over the receiver's head. He wouldn't have gone nowhere anyway, so it's going to be 4th down and 15, forcing the punt.
Good job by the starting defense getting back out there, saying, no, we're not going to have any of it. We're disappointed y'all have 14 on the board, but it's not going to be on us. Good job of them getting down there, shutting them out, and forcing the punt once again.
LeBranch and Morgan are back for the Patriots. Morgan from the 46, middle return, crosses midfield, 45-40, comes near side. He's tackled at the 35-yard line, so a nice return there by Morgan. It'll be 1st and 10. Clocks are running, let's just say 9:35 and running at the Shaw 35-yard line, and Danny, majority of our possessions have been in the plus territory.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great field position tonight for the Patriots, starting on their side of the 50. And you can't ask for any more if you're an offensive unit to say, you know what, we don't have the long field to drive. You always give your kicker an opportunity if you don't have the best of series. But a good job by special teams and, of course, mostly the defense for, basically giving us the ball in great spots all night.
Taylor is the quarterback, Ward and Alexander the halfbacks. Ball in the middle of the field will go to the left. And ball's on the ground. But the Patriots got it back.
Ooh, Kevin, right at that mesh point, somebody came in and hit us, and I wasn't sure if Taylor thought he tried to give it or pull it, but obviously the ball went down on the ground. And but, yeah, we got to shore that up. Cannot have those mishaps and those turnovers like we did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Can't put the ball on the ground.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 from the 37-yard line. Poole checks in at running back. He'll take the handoff over center across the 35, fights hard to the 30-yard line. And, Danny, I really like Poole. I'm glad he's starting to get healthy again.
Oh, yeah. We love how he runs downhill behind his pads, really strong and physical.
You know who he reminds me of? A little bit shorter height-wise, though, and maybe not as broad. But the way he ran to remind me, coincidence, LSU, Florida, tomorrow night, 2007, Jacob Hester. When he went off on the Florida Gators.
There you go.
2 tight ends split, near side, 3rd down. Taylor comes near side, hands it off to Poole. Poole comes near side, just bowling over people to the 18-yard line, and that is Jacob Hester-esque.
Yeah, and that's what Poole does. He's very physical. Well, I heard about him, I think, last year about how strong of a player he was, as physically strong as what I mean in the weight room.
They said pound for pound, he was the strongest guy. Yeah.
Him being able to push some weights around, just being a really physical guy that does a good job. So right now it looks like we're going to line up and kick the field goal.
Yep, sure are.
After we got the first down.
They'll place it at the 25, so it'll be a 35-yard field goal, and will be put on the right hash mark. McCready, the right-footed kicker, should be perfect angle for him. McCready to hold. Guggenheim to hold. Snap, place, kick is up. Has a little bit of distance, and he missed it.
Did it get blocked?
Might have gotten tipped at the line of scrimmage. It looked like a little wounded duck going through. It had the height to go through the cross the goalpost, but it went just wide left.
It looked like Colin had a little.
He dropped the snap?
Yep.
Okay. But that would affect it then.
Good.
He didn't drop it, but he fumbled it a little.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The ball, you guys know how kickers are, and I don't blame them. You know, you have to be precise on how you hold the ball on the tee. And if that angle changes, let's just say you want that thing kind of tilted with your foot. If all of a sudden you don't get it down and it's tilted away on the other angle, that's a big deal for a kicker. It'll throw your whole kick off. So, yeah, it's definitely and you know what? Like I said, that's why we do those things now. Got to practice, got to execute.
Edinburgh hands it off to the running back up the middle. Williams and Big E on the tackle, short gain. That's Coach JT's way of not running up a score. Two times in the first half. We go ahead and kick field goals, which we could have punted it for a touchdown chance, or we probably could have punted it here for a touchdown and said, let's try for a field goal.
Yeah. Why not? You got to respect that. We're
We're
not worried about people on Friday Night Football seeing that we won 80-0. Got to do what we need to do to work on ourselves and what we do. And so far, it's been a pretty good physical night for the Patriots, and this young defense is going to try to make it happen even more.
McGrew with the carry, and tell you what, he looked like he was about to take off running, and
Deshaun Williams
just polished him.
Yeah, got to wrap up though.
Hit him on the shoulder.
Finish him on the ground.
Should be about 3rd and 5. Is 5:58 and counting here in the third.
We only got one linebacker.
3rd and about make it 7.
And we're rotating guys in and out, Kevin. We got to make sure we have the personnel we need on the field. Have all 11. I heard Coach yell, Steve yell, we only got one linebacker in the game.
Edinburgh back to pass, steps on the pocket, fires it over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Going to be 4th down.
I'm telling you right now, that quarterback does not want to sit back there with the pressure that the Patriots have been putting on him tonight. Good job. And anytime they've been doing a 5-step drop, Kevin, he's had to get rid of the ball much quicker than he's used to. But it's going to bring up another punt, or at least another 4th down improbable punt.
Morgan and looks like LeBranch.
Oof.
Line drive kick is going to go out of bounds. Yes, near midfield. Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, it's probably about a 15-yard punt.
Like I say, the 49, nope, right at midfield 50. So 5:19 to go in the third. 1st and 10 Patriots from the 50.
I was hoping we keep that clock running in between possessions as well.
It's running now.
There you go.
Supposed to be running.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good. Who's in the game at quarterback now, Kevin? Still Taylor?
Yes.
Good. He's done a good job so far, making good decisions, showing some of his speed on the long run. And I like to see him in the game getting this great time.
Poole and Ward are the half-pass to give it to Ward. Cuts it over the center, comes near side, the foot race. He's to the 20, 15, 10. He's to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. 45-yard run there by Ward.
Nice job by him. Picking it up, putting him down. Great big hole right there by the offensive line. Good read by the QB. And I'll tell you what.
He was the left side halfback. He just took it right over the center. Came near side, put on a couple moves. And
Kevin, can you believe this Little League team flying back on Air Force One today?
how awesome is that, huh?
I mean, they have no idea what a privilege and opportunity that is. It's unreal.
That's
Robbie
awesome.
showed me the picture. It's just crazy.
Taylor's going to keep it. Quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Man, they're moving
Touchdown.
that pile, huh?
He just had a convoy.
Goodness gracious. The big bodies, big Yogi's Bears just pushing and pushing and pushing. And he got tied up in it, like Kevin said, and just that pile continued to move. And Patriots on top 55-14. Another good scoring drive by the young offense.
4 minutes to go in the third. Patriots extended lead. Ray Alvarez to kick the PAT. Taylor will hold it. Snap. Place. Kick is up. And no good. Missed it.
Hit the crossbar, I think.
Yep. So with 3:59 to go in the third, it's now Patriots 55. Eagles 14.
Kevin, again, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to Moe's Pizza, John Curtis Christian alum Jeff R. Smith, class of 86, and his wife Lisa. They're located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Give them a call, 504-341-9650. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizzas, lasagnas, meatballs, and spaghetti muffaladas. Go check everything they do at www.moespizzanola.com. 341-9650. Tell them the broadcast team sent you. Moe's Pizza, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Coming into tonight's ball game, the Patriots have been averaging 53.2 points a game. 55 on the board right now. Not too bad.
Not at all. This early in the game, a running clock, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good job by them.
Ray Alvarez will kick it off for the Patriots, going left or right. Little line drive kick. We fielded it at the 16-yard line. Comes near side 20, 25-yard line. That's where he'll be wrestled down. Nice coverage there by number
40,
32, I believe, got him.
No, 46.
46 on the tackle?
I believe so.
Justin Horn?
Yeah.
Okay. So with 2:58 and counting, ball's at the 25-yard line.
The coach is holding them on the sideline pretty long, letting them know. Obviously, they're going to get right to the line of scrimmage, try to make it happen. And let's see if the Eagles try to push the ball down the field a little bit on this drive.
3 receivers to the right, 1 near side. McGrew lines up to the left of Edinburgh out of the shotgun. He'll take the handoff up the middle, and he's going to get to the 30-yard line, gain of 5. He's second down and 5. 2:25 and counting. We're in the third. Patriots 55, Eagles 14.
I thought we had a 47 in the game. I thought I saw the young Robbie Usler running around out there, but I don't see his number. I don't see his name on the program.
McGrew takes the handoff, goes to the right, has the first down. No, actually, it'd be a yard shy. They're going to say he's at the 34. Third and half a yard.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's really close.
1:30 to go here in the third period. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the right. They can hand it off to McGrew, goes up the middle. He'll have the first down by a yard. Got to the 36. Matt Jane on the tackle.
You hadn't seen Matt in there as much tonight as I really thought we would, Kevin. But when he's been in there, he's been a force in the middle. Good job by him. Number 6 running around out there, scraping, making some tackles, doing a good job.
All right, 3 receivers near side. Let hand it off to McGrew up the middle. And he'll get it to the 42-yard line. 40 seconds to go here in the third. It's amazing the drop off when Big E gets moved and the back up on the first team and of course the second string.
Right.
It shows you how good of a lineman he is for
He's
us.
a big force right there in the middle.
10 seconds to go. And Sean says, we had enough. We'll come to the sideline. And that's how the third quarter is going to end. The John Curtis Christian Patriots 55, the Archbishop Shaw Eagles 14.
Kevin, for that third quarter of action. Let me get my notes ready here. Who we got? For that third quarter of action, I want to say thank you once again to Anytime Fitness of Metairie. Check them out, 5200 Veterans Boulevard, 70,006. Give them a call, 504-218-4814. Of course, John Curtis Christian alums, Damon Lepper, class of 97, Janice Toops Lepper, class of 01. They're offering 24/7 access to over 4,000 clubs worldwide. Cardio equipment, strength training equipment, free weights, personal training, small group classes. And mention Patriot Nation during sign-up and receive free enrollment and 10% off monthly membership dues. Anytime Fitness of Metairie, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Halftime score was Patriots 49, Eagles 14. The only score was that Taylor 5-yard quarterback keeper up the middle. We missed the PAT, and that's where we stand, 55-14 as we go into the fourth period. The Eagles are now going left to right. Second down and let's call it 5. 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. They'll stay in the shotgun. I'll hand it off to the running back, McGrew. Bounces it near side, and he's going to have the first down. Gulling on the tackle. Got it to the 47-yard line. That'll be the first down for the Eagles. You know what number 47 is? Remember Austin Jacob, the deep snapper a couple years back?
Yeah.
That's his younger brother.
Okay, good deal.
Three receivers to the left, 1 near side. McGrew takes a handoff, goes to the left. Patriots defense do a great job stringing it out. He broke a tackle.
Yeah, running hard.
We had him in the backfield for a loss, but he broke the tackle. I believe number 33, Jace Lee, hit him first for the Patriots. Couldn't hold on. It would have been a loss of 3, a gain of 2.
And Shaw's looking towards the sideline, getting the plays from the coaches, lining up, trying to put their team in a position to be successful offensively, seeing if they can execute here in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep the ball in that left hash mark. 3 receivers near side. They'll hand it off to the running back coming near side. That's McGrew again. He's their best running back.
Yep.
And he fights his way to the Patriot 42-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Good physical run right out there to the outside. Good job by him. Stretching it, seeing the seam, cutting up, making it happen, knifing forward, getting the first down, running with some power.
Ten minutes to go in the ball game. They'll hand it off to the running back up the middle. Got a nice little hole when he gets it to the 30-yard line. That is going to be 21 Langford, I believe.
And we're continuing to rotate guys in and out.
It is Langford.
Obviously, you can hear the coaches up here talking about which guys they want in certain situations, and rotating, talking about different defenses and things like that. So the line of communication stays open, even though we're up 55-14 with 9.5 minutes left. They're continuing to coach them up.
Yep. They'll give it to Langford again up the middle, and he'll fight his way to the 26-yard line. Gain of 4.
And that's Antonio Alexander and Jashawn Williams. Jashawn Williams on the tackle.
Nine minutes to go in the ball game. Eagles are driving. 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Edinburgh hands it off to Langford. He goes off the left side. Short gain. You know, Dan, I got to say this. Not many penalties tonight.
No, you're right. You're right. We have not had a lot of stopping action.
We had a jump off sides, a lineman downfield, and they hit us on the penalty with the punt.
Some simple stuff, but nothing.
But it's only
it
3.
hasn't been a big sloppy game. We've had those this year, especially against St. Aug. We had some crazy penalties and unsportsmanlike and personal fouls and coaches getting thrown out of games. But tonight it's been pretty good.
8:15 and counting. McGrew checks in at running back. He'll line up to the left of Edinburgh. 3 receivers near side. They'll hand it off to McGrew. Does a great job getting around the right corner.
Who's that
Short
chasing him
gain.
down? Antonio Alexander?
Yes.
Good job by him. Up the backside and running hard. Looks like he might have got kicked in the gut. Good job of him being tough and chasing it down. I like to see those linebackers running down the line of scrimmage, chasing the running back down. It looks like they're going to line up for a field goal here.
They sure will. This will be
40-yarder.
40 yards, that's right. Let's see. Snap. Place. Kick is up. And no good, just short. I was watching the holder. He kind of bobbled the snap as well. So 7:21 and counting. The Patriots will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Whew. Tell you what, feels good for that second team or third team defense to go out there, force a field goal, and them not be able to convert. Good job of these guys. And like I said, these coaches are obviously talking about who they want in there, maybe keeping those legs fresh. But those guys have done their job tonight, and obviously this is a much younger offensive line than we've had and out on the field. And who's the quarterback out there, Kevin?
O'Brien checks in.
And Michael O'Brien Jr. checks in.
They'll go to the right, hands it off to the running back, gets it to the 25-yard line. That is Mr. Poole.
Where's Mike's dad, Michael, too?
Yep, Michael.
Okay, so it's the third. Michael the third. Yeah, I forgot. That's good to see him get some action, get in the game, and seeing these younger guys communicate in the huddle. People don't realize how big of a factor that is too, Kevin, to get into the huddle as a quarterback, demand that attention, let everybody know what the call is and what we have to do. We're all on the same page.
Ball's on the ground. O'Brien got it. Loss of 4, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. Right at the mesh point.
Yeah, they look like that. They blew that one up.
Yep, sure did.
Right as he was about to hand it off, they hit the running back and forced that ball to pop out. O'Brien did a good job of realizing it and getting on it.
They mark it at 22, so it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Looks like either a tight end or receiver checking into the game, giving O'Brien the signal in the huddle. Let's get up and get down. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left and counting here in the 4th quarter.
We'll go with Twins receivers to the right. We'll go to the right. And the running back short gain to the 25-yard line. That is...
I was going to say it's either an opportunity to get a guy out there to punt or an opportunity to go for it on 4th down with a young group deep in our territory. Obviously, if we didn't get it, really, who cares at this point? But
McCready will punt it. Let's see if we can get one off this time. Last time it was blocked. He got it off this time. He'll be fielded at the 42-yard line, and he gets it up to like the 47, and then we'll go down there.
Good job, a lot of white shirts getting down there on the tackle. And obviously we got 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. You listen to us live, JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We're on top 55-14. 4:20 left here in the 4th quarter. And it's been a good one so far for the Patriots. Defense has to come in here with a running clock and shut them down and get out of here. Just so you know, if you're just joining us, we've had a running clock the entire second half. And this one started off pretty good for the Patriots really early. And I think we had 39 points in the 1st quarter. And doing a good job so far tonight.
Yeah. Quarterback looks near side, complete, midfield. He's going to reverse it up into Patriot territory to the 45-yard line. That's Barnes, number 11. He's the one that had an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown in the first half. 3:35 and counting. The Patriots will step up in class a little bit next week. Homecoming at Tulane against the Jesuit Blue Jays. Double twin set for the Eagles. They'll hand it off to Lang for the running back. No gain. Good job there. 46, 94, 47, and 97 all on the tackle.
Coming up there to stifle the offense. 3 minutes and counting. And obviously we don't want to give up any more yardage or points than we have to.
Third down and a long 3. Edinburgh throws near side, has the first down. Receiver makes a nice little move on the defensive back. Fights over the 35-yard line to the 33. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles.
And at this point, you'd like to say get out of the bounds. I don't even know if they would credit it for you with the running clock, but a good job by him making a move, getting some yak yardage for his QB. And Kevin, that's the one thing that has worked a little bit for him when they've tried to get rid of the ball early in the flat. Made some guys miss and got some positive yardage.
O'Brien playing free safety for the Patriots. Here's a pass near side. Oh, in and out of the hands of Barnes. So O'Brien goes from quarterback to free safety.
How about that? Get him on the field somehow, some way. And we're rotating guys in and out again. 2 minutes and counting.
Handing off to the running back right up the middle. And he's gashing us inside the 10 to the 5, and they get him at the 1-yard line. Oof. Langford. All right, let's see if the junior Patriots can hold him here. First and goal. From the 1. I hand it off to Langford, and then this side, Whittington says no.
That's right.
He grabbed that first. Guy back to the line of scrimmage. So he's 2nd down and goal from the 1.
He's done a good job over the last few weeks getting in there. Like I said, just some of those younger guys getting into the game. We like to see them
1 minute
call their name out, and like you said, no, not when I'm in here. Looks like they have one of their offensive linemen coming off the field.
50 seconds and counting. 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side.
Spread them
Langford
out.
lines up to the right of Edinburgh. They fake the run, throw it in the end zone. Touchdown. Number 15 caught it. Parks. So with 36 seconds to go in the ball game, the Eagles add 6 points.
Good job by them making it happen, making it count, and getting some more points on the board. Makes them feel a little bit better about tonight, and good to see them get some points on the board. They got 20, Patriots at 55. They're going to line up for the extra point.
Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. Donahue added the extra point, so with 36 seconds to go in the ball game, 55-21 is your score.
Kevin, for that score, I want to say thank you again to Yaya's Comfort Food. Go check them out, 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan. Give them a call at 575-3434. That's Yaya's Comfort Food. Go see Mr. Brian, Miss Susan, Connor Mullins. They're all over there making some weekend specials for you, so go check them out tomorrow, Sunday, anything you want. Go tell them you want the Danny Wimprine Big Dog, and they'll serve it up to you. I'm just joking. Somebody went out there the other day and told them, Danny said, give me the big dog. They're like, oh, geez. That's not really how we operate. We don't want you coming in there telling us you want to order something off the menu. So I apologize for that. But go check them out, 575-3434. Weekend specials. Best breakfast and lunch in town. YaYa'sComfortFood.com. Yaya's Comfort Food. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Kicks and go deep around the 8-yard line. And coming near side is Span. He's dancing all around the field, and he's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line with 22 seconds to go.
He knew it was a running clock. He wanted to have some time to do something.
So they'll stop it right here. We'll have one play. Let's see if we just kneel it down here.
I believe so. Surprised they just didn't run it out after that return.
Thought we'd do that in the first half. We ended up quarterback sneaking it.
Yep. Here we go. Who's bringing that call in?
O'Brien will be the quarterback.
Looks like we're going to line up in a victory formation.
And we'll take
Kneel
the
it
knee,
down.
and that's it.
Make
That'll be
everybody
a wrap.
happy.
14 seconds of counting. And that's going to do it. The John Curtis Christian Patriots will defeat the Archbishop Shaw Eagles 55-21. The Patriots will improve to 6-0 in the season, 2-0 in Catholic League play. Shaw falls to 2-4, 0-3 in league play. You guys hang tight with us. We'll have our post-game wrap-up, and we'll set up next week's homecoming game against the Jesuit Blue Jays.
Kevin, as always, I want to say thank you to our premier post-game sponsor. That's National Temperature Control. They're family-owned and operated with over 40 years of experience in keeping people comfortable all over the greater New Orleans area. Frank Masco Jr. and son Frank III are fully licensed and insured. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment. Some of the services are annual cleanings, preventative maintenance agreements, monthly filter changes, indoor air quality, UV lights, ceiling installing ductwork, air grills, bathroom and kitchen ventilation, and even provide 24-hour service. So give them a call. Wake them up, 504-467-0440. That's 504-467-0440, or visit the website at ntcnola.com. So Frank, CC, Matthew, Sherry, Frankie, Logan, Frank, and Sherry, we appreciate your support of the Patriots. National Temperature Control, premier post-game sponsors of Fighting Patriot football.
Patriots won the toss, elected to receive, and it was all Patriots from there. On the opening play of the ball game, Shane Goings off the right side went 76 yards. The Patriots got a two-point conversion on a muddle huddle, so it was a one-play drive, 76 yards in distance, 13 seconds off the clock, and then 11:46 to go in the first quarter. The Patriots 8, the Eagles 0. Then at the 10:29 mark, after a 3-and-out, Corey Wren fielded a punt at the 30, took it up the middle, went to the right, 70 yards in distance. Added 6 more points. McCready added a PAT, and that made it Patriots 15, Shaw 0. And at the 8:01 mark of the first quarter, Guggenheim had a 39-yard touchdown run around the left corner. McCready added his PAT, and that made it Patriots 22, Eagles 0. That capped off a one-play, 39-yard drive, taking 9 seconds off the clock. After another defensive stop, the Patriots had another one-yard play from 34 yards out, taking 9 seconds off the clock. Guggenheim hit Connor Ogeron, which ended up being a 34-yard pitch and catch. McCready's PAT made it Patriots 29, Eagles 0. And now, folks, that was 3 offensive series, 1-play drives, and the punt return. So the Patriots had only touched the ball 4 times and had put up 29 points. With 2 minutes ago in the first period, the Patriots were trying to ease off the clock a little bit, off the pedal, if you will. McCready hit a 30-yard field goal, making it 32-0. And that's how the first quarter ended. With 6:32 to go in a half, Taylor had a 1-yard touchdown run. Ray Alvarez added a PAT to making it Patriots 39, Eagles 0. That capped off a 4-play, 21-yard drive, taking 2:39 off the clock. Then after Shaw held the Patriots deep in their own territory, Shaw blocked the punt. Guidry scooped and scored from 10 yards out. Donahue added a PAT, and that made it 39 Patriots, 7 for the Eagles. On the ensuing drive with 3:09 to go in a half, Taylor had a one-play drive, 67-yard touchdown run, taking 15 seconds off the clock. Ray Alvarez added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 46-7. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Barnes returned it 85 yards for the touchdown. Donahue added a PAT, and that made it 46-14. And then with 2:04 to go in a half, McCready added a 31-yard field goal, making the halftime score 49-14 Patriots. The only score in the third quarter went to the Patriots. Taylor had a 5-yard touchdown run. Ray Alvarez missed a PAT that made it 55-14. And then with 36 seconds to go in the ball game, Edinburgh hit Parks on a 1-yard touchdown pass. Donahue added a PAT, making a final score Patriots 55, Eagles 21. Danny, your assessment of tonight's performance by the Patriots?
Well, I think they did exactly what we'd hoped they'd do. They came out and set the tempo early. Offensively, we scored early and often. Basically, almost every play we touched the ball in the first quarter, we scored touchdowns. So great job with those guys being very efficient offensively. Defensively, I think it was a little bit more of the same thing. Good job all around, being able to put pressure on the quarterback, stop that running attack, and it's a complete ball game. Obviously, with our second guys in there, we have to do a little bit better job on special teams, but we really came in here and dominated, controlled the entire ball game from the opening kickoff, and it was a good win for us.
It is, that indeed, and more importantly, Mr. Wimprine, nobody got injured.
That's right. That's right. Got to be able to do that.
Now we enter the meat grinder of the schedule. The next 4 games will be a lot more physical than the last 2. Let's just start one by one. We go with homecoming next week against Jesuit, followed by a road trip back to Tulane against Holy Cross, and then really the last 2 games, November 1st against the Rummel Raiders, and then November 8th against the Brother Martin Crusaders. But one game at a time. So let's talk about homecoming next week at Tulane next Friday night at 7 o'clock. I like the Patriots' chances. I know Jesuit had a few injuries, but some of those guys came back last week. They performed better, and they beat Holy Cross in a tight ball game. We know Jesuit's going to be physical up front on both offensive and defensive line. The quarterback is, capable, and they do have some skilled players. But if we don't bring our A game, Jesuit's the kind of team that could pull up the upset. If we don't.
No doubt about it, Kevin. For the next few ball games, you have to be on your A game. You have to be able to come out, play physical, eliminate the turnovers, play well on special teams, and put them away early like we did tonight. Because you give some of those teams chances to breathe. Might be a long, hard-fought ball game that really we don't want to get into with having so many back-to-back-to-back.
Yep, you're right. Listen, we appreciate you guys listening to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. We encourage you guys to, if you can't make it in town, though it's homecoming, we're going to play next Friday night, October 18th, at Tulane. Kickoff is at 7. We'll be on at 6:45. We'd love to have you in person. But if you can't, you know how to tune us on your phone or the computer. By all means, join us on the broadcast. We'd love to have you. So, again, we appreciate you guys listening to us tonight. Thank you to Gordon Hebert on behalf of him, Robbie Eutzer, Danny Wimprine, I'm Kevin Fayard. Until next Friday night at 6:45 when the Patriots take on the Jesuit Blue Jays. They beat Shaw tonight 55-21. Until then, go Big Blue.
God bless.